Auto Parts Studios. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
In his cabana wear. Everybody notice Pat's cabana wear?
Again?
Shorts and a golf shirt, baby.
That's right.
Isn't that the same one you wore Friday?
I have a lot of shirts.
Do you do laundry?
Yes.
You do laundry? You do quarters and everything?
I send it to dry cleaning.
You have a washer and dryer in the unit? Or?
Yeah, in the unit.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Great. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby. Hey. And I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
I think I did laundry 10 times over the weekend. A lot of towels.
With a pool. I'm constantly, daily frightened at how much I'm becoming Tom Griswold. I dumped a load in before I left for work this morning. Yeah.
Anybody else dump a load?
Well, yeah, there's a couple of, but I meant laundry, Tom.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, a massive heat wave, by the way. It's pretty much everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
From Alaska to Mexico and all points east and west.
It's like 85 degrees or some crazy thing.
Yeah, but very, very hot. Now that I've got a pool for the first time in my life, I've learned that I spend most of my time maintaining it, skimming it.
You go out and just look at the pool during the heat wave, right? That's what I see you doing.
Oh, I went in it twice.
You got in?
Yeah.
Congratulations, buddy.
Good.
That's great. That's almost relaxing. You're very, very close.
At night, no less.
Oh, that's fun. That's real fun.
A night swim.
Yeah.
The old adult swim.
And I'm not kidding. I was in the pool and I could see in the porch Jaws 2 was playing. And I have a daughter who's obsessed with those shark movies, so it's.
She likes Sharknado.
I don't. She likes, what is it, The Meg?
Yeah.
I know she's seen all those. She'd never seen Jaws 2, which I've never seen either. But I could tell it was Roy Scheider's the only one left in that one, right?
Right.
Because the one guy gets eaten in the first one.
Hey.
Spoiler alert. Well, there's many people that are eaten. I think about 6. Remember that scene in the original Jaws where the leg just comes drifting down to the bottom?
Yeah.
Or he's doing the autopsy and it's in a small tray. He just picks up the one hand.
And the license plate comes out?
It's not a boating accident. Yeah, the license plate comes out of a different shark.
Oh, is that right?
Remember, he's on the dock cutting it up and holding his nose, and the license plate, I think it's from Louisiana, comes out.
Did you happen to see Piranha in 3D?
No, I missed that one.
I believe Jerry O'Connell's unit gets bitten off in Piranha and floats 3D style at you in the theater.
It does. The piranha bites it off and then swims towards the camera, spits it up at the camera in 3D, and then re-eats it.
Wow.
It's completely tasteless, and the audience cheered when I saw it.
This is America.
Oh, yeah.
We have the freedom to make great art.
I voted for that for Best Picture. I don't know why I didn't win.
No, that's Piranha?
Piranha.
That's the remake of Piranha, yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's been more than one.
Yeah, there was an original one by Joe Dante back in the, late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, Dante. Yeah.
Kevin McCarthy and a bunch of those great old actors.
You Light Up My Life, Joe Dante, when they took that song and made it into a movie. Remember that?
No, I never saw it.
With Didi Khan. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, apparently Jaws, the original, the very fine Steven Spielberg film, will be released back into theaters, I guess now in August.
People say it's the first blockbuster. Original blockbuster.
Yeah. So we had some interesting Jaws facts last week, but I want to go see it in the theater again.
And you tell me that when you go to a restaurant and see shark on the menu, that's different than the shark, right? Is this right?
No.
That's dolphin.
Is there a shark?
You're thinking of dolphin.
Yeah.
Is there a shark dish?
There's a porpoise dolphin and there's a dolphin fish.
Yeah.
So there's no shark fish and a shark. Okay.
Well, there might be, but the shark is shark. Yeah.
Okay.
And you don't want to be killing sharks for no reason. There's shark fin soup and stuff. You don't want to be just killing
boards.
Shark cart.
He is right about these charcuterie boards.
Yeah. And it's, of course, primarily charcuterie.
I have a question.
Which is very hard. You think it? Yeah.
Are these artichokes? No, they're not.
I have a question, Pat. Have you no shame?
Zero.
You got a nice tan, though, Pat.
I was outside, yeah. Very hot outside. Check local listings.
No, local listings everywhere, I think, are experiencing
I got
this.
out of the car like 2 or 3 times yesterday, and you look up toward the sun, and your face immediately starts to melt. It's crazy hot, Tom.
Yeah, I know. I rode my bike actually twice.
You're a menace in a car.
Into
Why are
town,
you
and
riding a bike?
early in the morning it was kind of crowded, but in the late afternoon I was the only one there.
I bet.
Tell your story about when you're driving in this morning.
This is interesting. I do the same drive every morning, and I leave my house, depends, 3:20, whatever. I will see, I probably live, 5 miles from here, 10 miles from here?
I don't know. I'm not sure where you live.
Yeah.
But I drive through this
I think that's the way you want it,
this
right?
sort of village area
Sure.
with the stores and stuff, and I will see maybe 5 or 6 cars. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
This morning, dozens, and a lot of them drunk.
What?
And one of them was at a major intersection. The guy pulls up. The guy pulls up and stops halfway through. This is a big intersection. Halfway through the intersection, stops his car. I can see him behind the wheel, like obviously trashed. I think a lot of people had been celebrating perhaps the loss of their favorite team in the NBA Finals. I'm not sure.
Yes, the Oklahoma City Thunder are NBA champions. They beat the Tyrese Halliburton-less Indiana Pacers last night, 103-91. And in case you're living in a cave, Halliburton went down in the first quarter with what certainly looks like a right Achilles tendon injury. Conventional wisdom says he's going to miss next season as well.
Oh, man.
So congratulations to the Thunder, or people can kiss my ass. And
It's amazing, the media. There was an article yesterday. Did you see the article in The Athletic where the guy said, if the Pacers win, they'll be the worst team to ever win the NBA championship.
Right, yeah,
they can't stand it.
Yeah.
They can't stand it that the Knicks don't win everything. These are the same a-holes that never stop talking about how great the Jets are.
yeah.
We need a couple select nuclear strikes on some of these sports writers. It's really ridiculous.
There's New York City and the rest of the world.
Yeah,
These guys. Yeah.
But it hasn't even happened yet, and they're already trashing it. So thanks very much. But yeah, it was interesting. A lot of people out driving that ordinarily are not. That's my only explanation. In this particular neighborhood where we are, I never see anybody.
No.
Well, except the walkers.
Yeah, they're not there. Well, I'm too early for the walkers.
Oh, you too? Okay.
I used to live over there. There was a group of walkers, and they brilliantly were all black. It was a group of ladies that walked every morning down a certain street, and I as much as I tried, I couldn't pick them off. But welcome to the show.
Would you leave the scene? You hit somebody?
If they're wearing all black, yep, I would. You're asking for it.
All right. Okay.
When I walk my dogs, I put a hat on that has 2 flashing lights and a light beam on top.
He looks like a tiny little pickup truck with flashing lights.
Coming up, we have rectal defense in the headlines.
What?
Yeah, it's true. We have a guy with an unusual name in trouble with the law.
I found that the best rectal defense is a rectal offense. I don't know if you guys feel the same.
It's offensive.
Hey, if your rectum's on the field, they can't play. Okay, you gotta.
We got some great Joey Chestnut news for you, and drunks in the news, and plenty of sports all happening. But right now, we tried something that was really fun on Friday, based on a letter that we got. We tried a little experiment with our Java House coffee peel and pour pods. And Miss Hooker, you can describe what we did. You brought in some ice cream.
I did. We had some gelato, and we took one of our the dark roast. I can't remember which one it's called from Java House, and we poured it over the top of the ice cream. And what was it called?
Wasn't it caramel, salted caramel in there?
Maybe.
Is that right?
I don't.
Whatever it was delightful.
But we got like a coffee gelato. It was delicious.
I'm thinking all of the flavors would taste great. Maybe not the blue.
The energy drink?
The energy drink on ice cream. Don't go very well, but
you mean
we could make a slushie with it.
Oh, there you go.
The Liquid Science Arctic Freeze hydration drink. What we're talking about is Java House Nice experiment in the hot weather. You take the Java House peel and pour instead of making a cup of coffee. Pour it over ice cream. It's perfect. Java House is the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show. The official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show are from Java House. That would include the aforementioned hydration drink. I'll be putting one of these down in just a few minutes. The Arctic Freeze. It's delicious. But the Java House has lattes, teas, coffees, decaf, et cetera, even hot cocoa. Why am I bringing this up? Because it's a new system. It's kind of revolutionizing the coffee room because you don't have to put this in a machine, this pod. It's just peel and pour, add water, or add ice cream. It's up to you. Java House is the perfect solution. Perhaps for your office or your house, or when you're traveling. It's great stuff. The Bob and Tom Show studio uses it, of course, and you can too. Visit javahouse.com. By the way, there's a thing you can click on that website. It says Java House for your office. Sign up for a free in-office demo. That's JAVA, javahouse.com. Coming up, we have an unusual encounter at a Buffalo Wild Wings establishment.
And a great listener email about my dream, Josh's dream, to go to Florida and hunt pythons. Perhaps they're suggesting that we might not want to do that.
Oh, okay. I'm getting the opposite. Many encouraging letters.
Okay.
But maybe for the same reason.
Are these from spurned lovers?
Could be.
Yes, by all means.
Yes.
Please go there and have your ass tightened up by a giant python.
I'll pay for gas.
Go get them. Yeah.
We are reporting from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I did create a new character for Donald Trump. It's a mashup. It's Ronald McDonald Trump.
Oh!
Yeah, it's tremendous. We've got the Hamburglar. We're working on... He's rubbling, and he's a beggar. So we've got some help. We've got Mayor McGee doing a tremendous job. Mayor McGee is working with me, and Officer Big Mac, and also Elon McMuffin. The three of us, the four of us, we're doing a great job.
Now, is it true, Mr. President, that you fired half of the Fry guys?
We did. We had to. Elon came in and he said, "You're not doing what you need to do, and it's costing too much." And we're going to build a wall between the restaurant and the play area, and then we're going to build a ball pit. It's going to be the best ball pit, and it's like a spherical moat. It's going to be tremendous, and we're going to make Playland great again. It's going to be the number one. The number one. It's not any better. You can't get any better. J.D. Value Mill. He's a great guy.
That's Frank Caliendo. Oh, that's so funny.
Race fans, it's May, and you're out at the track. You're hot and thirsty. If you don't get some relief quick, just like those Indy cars, your body's gonna overheat. That's why you need the cool, refreshing blast of body fuel. It's like an overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. Just one drink, and you'll be refueled and ready for anything your busy lifestyle demands. Excuse me, sir. You look hot and thirsty.
Boy, I sure am. I got my two kids with me, and I forgot the cooler in the car. God, it's got to be 100 degrees out here. I could sure go for a cold drink of water.
Water? You don't want water. You want something that'll replenish all the fluids you've lost. You need the overhaul for your body in a 12-ounce can. You need body fuel.
Body fuel? I never heard of it.
That's because it's new. Here, try it, sweet.
Jesus! This tastes like motor oil.
Well, there is some motor oil in there. And some transmission fluid, gasoline, and even a little engine coolant.
Engine coolant? Hey, I can't see.
Well, of course you can't see. That's the power of body on your system, making it just like brand new. What do you think of body fuel?
Are you trying to kill me? Hey, what's that fizzing noise?
That's a little battery amp. Sure, it'll keep your body running smooth and efficient. How do you like the sporty racing look of the package?
I can't see it. I can't see anything.
Well, it's very sporty. Don't worry, preliminary testing shows that the blindness is only a temporary side effect. Anyway, how about that refreshing, cool, clear taste?
Come here. I'm going to sue you bastards. Come here. Where are you? I can't see anything.
Body fuel. When you're so thirsty you could die, try one of Body Fuel's 3 delicious flavors. Original lemon lime, iced tea, or Diesel.
I can't feel my tongue. My gums are bleeding. My gums are bleeding.
Body Fuel from the people who brought you Thirspiration Plus. It's the health drink for those on the run. Go out and pick up some Body Fuel today at a supermarket or auto parts store near you.
Come here, you son of a bitch.
Okay, let's go see Bob and Tom.
Yeah! You can't say it on the air. Trust me. Not the way you want to do it. I've been over this 100 times. If you say that, we're going to get a fine.
We're not going to get a fine. The average idiot's going to perceive it as the noun.
No. We can't do that. You can't say that on the air.
It has no meaning as a verb, whereas my term can be taken two ways. That's why the joke has a joke.
No, you can't do that.
Kids, let me just ask you this. Am I right? The only way to make this joke funny, you've got to use the word cornhole.
Did you get I mean this in a kind of an odd way. I would imagine you probably had a lot of guy groupies, but not like in a traditional group. You know what I mean? In other words, dudes coming up to you.
Rod McEwen.
Guys who want to party with
Rod,
them?
Rod
There's a reason why they call him Rod.
Rod waited for us in Hawaii. We were on our way to Australia, and Rod heard we were coming to, stopping in Hawaii. He waited.
At the airport?
He missed it. Yeah, at the airport. He missed his flight to meet us because he thought we were one of them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because of the bits we did. You know?
What I meant was, as Christy, in other words, you guys were like,
clean it up now.
I want to party with these guys.
Party with these guys.
I mean, I imagine that would kind of be a buzz. Kind of be a burden though after a while.
Oh no, it was we just like, I don't think so, man.
We got a lot of bits from these parties. We went to one party very early in our career. I think it was in Rochester.
Yeah.
And this one guy brought he was a blues collector, and he brought his famous, never heard before, Lightning Hopkins disc. And he had it on the turntable. And he very carefully put the needle on there. And he sat down with his eyes closed, and some party guy ripped it out. Threw it on, put another record on. So that was cool. That one. Remember that one? That's where we got Earring My Eye from. Hey, that's my record, man.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Jess Hooker. Hello.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
Tom, can you repeat? I don't know if you can, like if we would get in trouble. If you could repeat what you just said to our friend Chris, who was on vacation last week.
Oh! I don't think I can repeat that.
Salty language back there in the green room?
I don't know. It was salty. Well, kind of depending on.
Chris is one of the nicest guys. Sweetest guy. Was on vacation last week. Yeah.
The implication was that he'd spent the entire vacation emitting bodily fluids into strange ladies all over the country.
Or as
consensual,
by the
Chris
way.
Geisen.
Or as the king would say.
Chris Geisen.
Yes.
You know what the king would say? He's buried in a beaver. That's in the documentary.
Yeah.
He's
Elvis in the limo says, I was buried in a beaver.
They're talking about the rocket launch, and one of them goes, King, did you see the rocket go off? And he goes, oh, no, man, I was buried in a beaver.
It's in there.
Did Geisen respond in the affirmative?
Yeah.
I believe he with great disdain, he looked at me and said, I'm getting back to work. I had a Three Stooges moment over the weekend.
Oh, yes?
Okay.
I'm going to try to explain this quickly.
Did you get slapped in the face?
Somebody poke you in the eye?
So
you want to scale this fish?
I arrive back at my house from my long bicycle ride. I am
please
boiling.
Please get rid of the bicycle. You're going to stroke out. You're going to wreck. You're going to, oh, my God.
So I'm extremely hot. And it turns out there's some extra people at my house because of an air conditioning incident at their home. So there's a lot of people there.
There's extra people at my house.
And I am informed that my 9-year-old daughter has spilled nail polish on the stone floor in her bathroom.
Oh, no.
So I go up there, I Google it, and I grab some acetone and isopropyl alcohol and the whole deal. And so imagine that there's a sort of like a counter, and she spilled it right below the counter.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm down there with a toothbrush and the acetone trying to get it off the stone, and by the way, it was marginally successful. I'm going to have to get a professional over there to clean this beautiful stone floor.
You might have to get the stones replaced.
I might. Anyway, I'm down on my knees on the floor scrubbing this thing, and then someone comes up behind me and opens a drawer. I don't see them or hear them. And then I go to get up, and I smash my head on the drawer. And by the way, there are several little girls witnessing me, my cleaning up. And I scream. I am so pissed. There was a series of profanity. Like, you mean, what? Why did you open that drawer? Well, I didn't think you were going to get up.
Oh. Did you get the feeling someone had done that on purpose?
No, I get the feeling people are idiots.
Well, you did say that you didn't hear them.
As children. Yeah. I was scrubbing away, trying not to, set the place on fire with acetone.
Yeah.
What do you want, the acetone or the acetate?
I don't know that. I'm not aware of a difference.
Nor am I.
Yeah,
I know that
I know they're two different words.
Right. Nail polish comes out of nothing.
Yeah, it's rough.
It's so anyway. So that was my Three Stooges moment, and I have a big thing in the top of my head, which you can't see. Time now for us to review some letters. Perhaps a very quick NBA update.
Yes, Oklahoma City Thunder, Seattle Supersonics, whatever you like, are the NBA champions. They win last night, beating the Pacers 103-91. Shea had 29 points and 12 assists. His MVP season, he finishes it off with an MVP in the NBA Finals. Tyrese Halliburton injured for the Pacers in the first quarter with what looks like a right torn Achilles tendon. All experts are saying that he will most likely miss next season as well. Oklahoma City Thunder are favored to win next year's NBA championship already. These are out today.
I love when they do that.
But get a load of this. Oklahoma City Thunder are the favorites, okay? Then you've got the Knicks, Cavaliers, Rockets, Magic, Celtics, Timberwolves, Lakers, Nuggets, Clippers, Spurs, Warriors, Sixers, Mavericks, then the Pacers for next year's champions.
Yeah, Knicks fans can't stand the fact that
Knicks fans can't.
They lost.
I don't think they're
scoreboard, fellas. Scoreboard.
Anything to worry about. Yeah. Okay.
We begin our letters segment.
Let's see. Actually, we've got to get to the snake letter if I can find it.
Somebody sent you a snake?
This is from Seth. On Friday's show, you guys talked about hunting pythons in Florida and why it is done at night.
It's actually from Seth, but it's a snake writing. So it says Seth.
If you hunt snakes at night, don't ever forget, it is terrifying.
It has to be.
I went with a group of Marines last year with a guy named Python Cowboy.
Yeah.
Hunting pythons, walking around the islands, a face full of spider webs, wearing a small headlamp through thick brush and listening for the hiss. And waiting to be scared, have the crap scared out of you by raccoons, snakes, alligators, bees, birds, iguanas.
Bees.
When a snake's found, normally you almost step on it. The dog gets called to keep it in a defensive posture. And then one of your fellow idiots has to grab 16 feet of muscle by the back of the head.
Oh.
This is all not in the brochure, by the way. He says, when you catch one, it starts to crap and swing the tail with crap. It swings it all around, spreading crap everywhere.
You never hear about that.
No.
We found smaller ones, and I think we have a picture of one of the bigger ones they caught.
Wow.
There it is.
Okay, there's what? 7 guys. What is that?
And a monkey.
6 guys and a dog.
6 guys and a
dog.
Oh.
Doesn't it look like a chimp?
Oh my God.
That is the
you're right. Yeah, that's it. 6 guys. That's a dog. I thought it was some dude sitting there, and they're side by side, and the snake goes all the way from one to the next.
Yeah.
That's probably what, 10 feet?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
12,
Well, wait a minute.
12.
If one of those guys is 6 feet, yeah, that's 10 feet at least.
Also, hey, by the way, these snakes bite. They don't have big teeth, but they are strong.
Yeah, they'll bite.
And riddled with bacteria.
Yeah.
The whole time I thought, if one of my kids told me I'm going to tromp around a small island in the middle of nowhere at 1 o'clock in the morning with a flashlight on my head, looking for snakes, I would have said, what the hell is wrong with you? You're a moron. That's Seth in Nashville. Oh, P.S., he's also a bagpiper, if we need a bagpipe.
Oh, no.
Oh, he sounds like a badass.
One guy's wearing shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah.
I wonder which one's Seth.
Oh, I don't know. I maybe the one looking down at the baseball
Second
cap.
from the left, I think. He looks like a bagpiper.
Well, coming up, coming up, we have more. I'd never heard of the snakes spraying with poop.
No, nor did I.
Well, I think it'd be a nice defense mechanism.
Well, we have that coming up in science today. We have a science story like
Yeah,
that.
science.
Here we go. This one gets complicated. Dear Bob and Tom Show, I heard you reading a letter from someone brag about how many letters they'd had read on the radio.
Oh, the 5 Timers Club. Yeah.
I started going through my emails to you guys. I believe you've read 9 letters of mine on the air over the years.
Holy hell.
Including a heated exchange between Dean and myself about the correct pronunciation of, trebuchet.
What?
Well, that's a club in itself. Heated conversations with Dean.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I looked this up. That's a
3-something, right?
Yeah, it's a weapon, right? Yeah, here it says it's a medieval catapult that uses a counterweight to launch projectiles.
Oh,
very stylish at castle sieges.
So catapult wasn't good enough for them. They had to come up with trebuchet.
It's treb is in treble, U is in U. Shet rhymes with net, so it's trebuchet with an accent on the. And in any event, he got into an argument with Dean about this. Perhaps they thought it was trebuchet. Yep. I don't know, but those are those cool things that they launch pumpkins with, right?
Are they kind of like? Do they have kind of a swing part to this?
Yeah.
It's like what they launched that piano in Northern Exposure with.
Right.
Oh, yes, and it
it whipped around.
Yeah.
Different.
He goes, I've been listening to your show with my dad since the mid-'90s. Now my kids listen to it on the way to school. Your show is my happy place.
Well, good.
Thank you,
Every
sir.
time you read my letters, it's a great thrill. Your friend, Harmony. Well, thanks, Harmony.
So does that make 9 or 10?
Harmony.
This is number 10.
Wow.
But, I mean, we're talking over quite a few years.
The ocean to Harmony and me.
Pretty good company.
The title of this email is The Male Member.
Oh, all right.
Do you want to get to that now? Or
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, a few weeks back, y'all were talking about different names for the male member, says Nick, from Louisiana, where they have snakes.
Oh, yeah. I believe it's Louisiana.
Yes.
They just won the College World Series.
World Series. Swept Coastal Carolina. That's
yes.
Right. Yeah.
Congratulations there, Nick. Tom, I'm recovering from a few broken ribs.
Ooh.
But the pain was completely worth it when you asked if a nickname for the male member is the cousin finder.
Sorry.
Tom, be honest. Do you remember coming up with cousin finder?
That's the problem. I can never remember anything.
Yeah, me either.
Well, Nick remembers.
These things just come out and. Well, thank you.
I thought it was worth reminding.
The cousin finder. That's lovely. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is the Bob and Tom Show. Glad to have you here. Thank you very much. You can reach us, Bob and Tom, at bobandtom.com. Pat, get that guitar out. I've got a feeling this makes sense only if you play a song.
I got a feeling.
Okay, this is a spotting a member of our show in the wild.
Oh.
Oh, no.
This always makes me nervous.
Who is it? And who was I with? No, go ahead.
This comes to us from a Mr. Thatcher. Dear Bob and Tom Show, I spotted Josh at the grocery store over the weekend. He was in the produce section talking to a lady about the sweet potatoes. Pat, do you have any songs about picking up women with sweet potatoes?
picking up women? No.
Do you have any songs about sweet potatoes?
Josh, do you remember this?
I was not at the grocery store this weekend.
So in other words, this may be a lie just to set up Pat's song.
You weren't at the grocery store and they saw somebody?
Yeah.
Like you?
No, yeah, I wasn't. But
yeah, no, we were talking about where we all prefer to go to the restroom. And
in the toilet?
For me, it's home. I like to do it at home.
Oh, okay.
But recently, there's been some dietary changes that have caused me to go elsewhere. I wrote a little song about it.
Oh, that's right.
I'm a guy who does his business at home. In and out, I like to be alone. But my doctor put me on a healthier diet. Smart foods, all tried. He says, eat sweet potatoes. But holy cow, I'm at the drugstore. And my ass says, now, took the sweet potato poop out of CVS. Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. Barely made it to the bowl. What a mess. Oh, sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. They're up. Root vegetable and good for you, but they make me go number 2. It gives you no warning, no brown alert. I had sweet potato pie for dessert. Took the sweet potato poop at my church. Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. And those grunts and gases don't sound like burps. Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. I'm sorry, sweet Jesus, for that smell in here. There's cash in the basket and the pews are cleared. Wife knocks on the door, ask what's up. It just keeps coming like 2 girls in a cup. Took a sweet potato poop, blew up the can. Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. They called a cleanup crew and a fireman. Sweet potato poop, sweet potato poop. What'd the fireman do?
The fireman.
First of all, does CVS have a bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
They do?
Yeah.
Most of them have really nice bathrooms.
I was going to say, if you have to use one, not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, real clean.
Because a lot of people think
Don't know
like you
about
do.
it.
It's a single, yeah.
I did not know about that.
It's just a one holer, yeah. But
Clean locks.
I was at dinner yesterday, and I went to a restaurant I'd really never been to before. I hadn't noticed, and there was an M for the restrooms. There was an M, a W, and a U.
Unisex?
I
Must be.
guess, or undecided, or
us? Oh, I like undecided a lot.
I don't know, but they were all lined up. Right.
What if it was umpires? And you walked in and there's just a guy in front of
guy, with a face mask.
Excuse me.
Just in case.
Steve Ray. Pretty good.
I like the places that have either a name on it so you know.
You like the slang for them, like cowboys and cowgirls. Or,
No. I'd prefer.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Okay,
like a themed restaurant has a themed restroom.
And as
Outback has like Sheila's and
see, that's confusing.
Well, you got to know the lingo.
Remember when Greg Norman called me a Sheila on the air? You're a real beauty, aren't you, or something like that? It was an Australian word for queer.
No, Sheila Sheila's a lady.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what is it in Hawaii? That's the confusing one.
I don't know.
Wahine, I think, and something.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's Connie. It's in like Connie and Wahine, whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta, or if they have the outline, but I don't care. I'm happy with the
and you're
unisex or the family bathroom. Whatever.
You're on record as saying you have no second thoughts at all about going. If the men's is occupied, you go right into the women's without a second thought.
It depends. If it's like a one holer and there's nobody in there, I'll absolutely do
right in there.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Now, coming up, we have more sporting news, of course. We have, interestingly enough, more defensive posturing involving creatures in the wild.
Oh.
Perhaps more snake news.
Oh, yeah, we got another snake update.
So do you think you would go do the snake hunting thing?
Yes. Yeah. And
after reading this guy's email, I'm out.
Our friend Sean says you can do it any time of year. He said there's no official season. They're not deer.
They're not deer.
So you can just go do it.
You would think the Florida, whatever the heck, wildlife game thing would, issue licenses or
Why?
start to try to make money off this.
Do you still get paid? Is there a fee?
Yeah, you do.
They
You
give
get
$5,000
some kind of money for at least the one offered money.
Not much, though. It's certainly not $5,000.
I thought it was like $100 a snake or something.
Oh,
I forget.
Oh, I thought it was by the ton or some dumb thing.
Yeah, maybe, but yeah.
Well, we'll find out more. And Josh, it'd be interesting if you go.
Yeah, I'll try to talk my brothers into it. Right now, I think I have one of my brothers who will do it. The other two are said they're out.
Joey Wednesday's in.
Boy, if you
No, Joey Wednesday's not in.
No kidding.
Johnny is in.
John, all right, okay.
And Jeff, my older brother, way out. He hates snakes.
I do too.
Yeah. Right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by the Silac Insurance Company. What am I talking about? I'm talking about your future, ladies and gentlemen. As most of you know, the stock market up, down, up, down, up, down. This is why when you retire, you don't want to be worried about that. You can counter the volatility of the stock market with something called an annuity. The annuity experts, of course, the Silac Insurance Company. Annuities are designed to protect your retirement. You'll have reliable annuity payments when you want them. You won't be stressing now, and you won't be stressing then about your retirement money running out. With an annuity, that can't happen. You cannot outlive your money. So see what I'm talking about? Get the details about annuities and how they work from the Silac folks by going to silacins.com. That's SILAC. Another easy way to get that annuity information on your phone, you just call pound 250. Hit that hashtag pound sign, whatever you want to call it. Then go 250 and say out loud lifetime income. That's pound 250. Say lifetime income. Find out all the information about annuities from the Silac Insurance Company. It's your future. Plan on it with Silac. Live on it. Once again, coming up, we have interesting news from the world of the Wrecking Crew.
Oh,
the famous studio musicians responsible for several hundred #1 songs.
I saw this, and it's very
kind of odd story out of that. Nothing bad, but just something a little bit odd. And I'll remind you that we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This remains the Bob and Tom Show. The telephone. I believe we have the author of the Big Butter Jesus song, Heywood Banks.
That is correct.
Hi, Heywood. How are you?
Good.
No.
Sure, you've been up all night.
You know, somebody called me at 2:30 in the morning. Hey, did you know that Big Butter burned down? Yeah. Couldn't you call me at like 9?
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that we spoke yesterday, and I know that you had hundreds of phone calls.
Unbelievable.
Well, and we also were talking, and you have written a new verse.
I have a new verse.
Now, I ask, is it going to be possible for you to play it over the phone?
You can dare ask. Yeah.
I'm anticipating the dropping of a phone. Do you have the phone crooked in your shoulder?
Some lyrics.
I will rest it on the arm of the chair here.
All right.
Okay. Well, give us a test.
Okay.
Put it down and then come back. Okay.
That's not
Not bad.
Well, not bad. That's, I guess, a perfect spot for it.
In fact, maybe we could have you do our show this way from now on.
We can only dream.
Well, okay. Now, are you just going to do the? We just heard the song. Are you just going to do the new verse?
Yeah, I'll play the last verse. The new verse. I call this the epilogue or the epieulogue.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Anytime.
One night, Big Butter got hit by lightning, and it burned to its frame wire in a giant grease fire. Some blamed it on Satan, and boy, that would be frightening. But I think it's Jesus' Father that's in charge of the light. Big fireball Jesus, inflammable Jesus, oh charbroiled Jesus, whoop-a Jesus, oh extra crispy Jesus, bananas Foster Jesus, I'm put out, it's not Jesus. Charcoal-y some more.
Oh, my.
Yes, I'm put out, it's not Jesus. Charcoal-y some more.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
Chick McGee. Chick said earlier he's never touched a cow before, but the rumors about the girls he's dated are not quite one-sided. And ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for Belle and her people.
Oh, yeah, feel it.
She's fine. She's fine. She's just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we can get something out of there. Okay. You got the hang of it there?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Well, you better get some milk because we don't want you to be an utter failure. All right, you ready? On your mark. Get set. And go. Yeah. There he goes. He's. Come on, keep it going, Chick. The cow's leaning over towards you. You must be. When was the last time you had your head completely into the hooks of the section of jersey? She falls up. Stay with her. Hang in there. Stay with her. Hold her back. Bill, he's a nice guy. Don't make him chase you. I wonder, Tom, did he lose a bet or something? 5 seconds. Come on, Chick. And time. It's over, Chick. You're all right. The official measure. Now we're up against a quarter already.
Smiley's ahead. Oh, wait a second. Yes, you did.
Well, we have a set. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Mr. Chick McGee. Thank you. What a trooper, Chick. And you know the Bob and Tom are not going to let you live this down. Neither is Christy. You got a half, he got a quarter pounder. How do you like that, Vince? You know, like his milk, you make garbage pies.
Oh, my God, the humanity.
Oh, there are kids here. They should see this. We have the turd man here. It's under control. The turd man is
all right.
Okay.
Make sure they're hydrated.
Unless they're very small, they'll be going.
Unless they're punished in some way. Then don't give them water.
Agua. Be listening for some serious cash.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Ace Cosby. Hey. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This has been Chick McGee speaking. Hello, Tom Griswold.
Cooking tip here, since we have Miss Hooker here as our resident chef. we were talking about that. I like to keep a pair of safety goggles in my kitchen.
Of course you do.
Sure.
So when I'm
insane
frying up bacon, you don't want to get a big, dollop of bacon in the eyeball.
Have you ever fried bacon in the nude?
No.
Yeah, I don't see you doing that at all. How about just an apron? No?
I don't have an apron.
You don't have an apron?
I do not, no.
Huh.
I mean, there might be one somewhere in a drawer that's never been opened. But
the trick to cooking bacon is in the old oven.
That's what this letter is.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
His tip for Tom about preparing bacon. I've owned restaurants for many years. I've cooked a tremendous amount of bacon. Get yourself a sheet pan, parchment paper. Cover the pan bottom, put the bacon on the paper, bake at 400 degrees for 12 minutes. No goggles, no ER visits. Happy baconing. Kurt in Iowa.
Yeah.
I have a bacon thing that it looks kind of like an air filter, and that, it's got the waves.
All right.
And you just put the strips on those waves. Oh, it cooks
in the oven?
Yes. Yep.
You like a crispy or like a limp bacon?
I'm okay with both, but I like this. It gives you both somehow.
No kidding.
Yes.
Now, does this start coating your oven with bacon grease?
No.
No, and that's
it doesn't splatter.
Yeah.
Really?
It really doesn't. And
this is genius then.
Yeah.
Crispy bacon.
Now you'll smell bacon for a good 8 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the BLT season.
I had one yesterday. So good. Yeah.
You have to be able to pick up the piece of bacon and put it right in your mouth instead of it flapping over.
Yeah, I
try to
agree.
get them out. It's got to be crispy.
Now, check local listings. Farmer's Market over the weekend. No corn yet.
No, there's not. I looked too.
Oh, you both were at farm markets this weekend?
Yeah.
Farmer's Market, yeah. Good strawberries. And then I went to the peach truck.
Oh, yeah. Peach trucks.
Have you been to the peach truck?
No, it's not. It hasn't come to my county yet.
Hey, Tom, you look like a haggler to me. Do you haggle?
No. Not at all. No, I bought the
You
guava.
call these fresh peaches? You want $12 a dozen? I don't think so.
The peach truck is the most organized
It is.
thing I've ever seen in my life. I arrive at the park. It's parked in this big mall, but it's kind of on the outskirts, if you will, of the mall.
Yeah, you can.
And I pulled in, and it was hotter than hell.
I cannot find good peaches anywhere.
Well, listen to the peach truck. So I get there.
Okay.
And there are like 150 people in line. I figure, great, I'm going to be late. I was in and out of that place in 10 minutes.
They are quick and efficient.
You flash your phone, and it's got one of those codes on it, and boom, here are your peaches.
They
It's
don't
amazing.
have good peaches either. Every peach I find, it has like a thin layer of mold on them. It's like this fuzzy kind of mold all over every peach I find.
No, you didn't. Have you been to the peach truck?
You're getting avocados.
You know what, though? That I don't think, and I'm not much on agriculture.
Yeah.
I don't think that fuzz on the peach is mold, buddy.
You don't want any fuzz on your peach.
No, I don't think so.
It's mold.
I don't think it is mold.
Am I wrong about this?
I think you might be wrong about it.
You know what? The canned peaches, the sliced canned peaches.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No mold.
No mold.
Oh yeah, and no sugar either. Oh wait a minute, it's all sugar. I'm sorry.
He still doesn't get the bit.
No. I get the bit. I'm trying to get off the.
Okay.
You guys,
Took me a while.
I got scallions.
Well, it wasn't very well done.
Can I tell you about my scallions I got at the farmer's market? They're half as tall as me. They're this big.
Scallions?
Scallions. Scallions. Yes.
God,
I know. I took
That's
a picture.
too big.
It's too big. It is too big. But she said, I don't know what happened. I think I forgot about them. Do you want these? And I said, yeah, I do. Yes.
Homeless scallions.
Yeah.
Well, we have a Chick McGee at the sports desk. What's happening over there?
Well, first we got letters, Tom. To accurately, we were talking about python hunting in Florida. Tom and I, or Josh and I, are thinking, can you imagine Tom hunting python?
No, I'm not going.
No, he's not going to.
We got to get Tom, Pat, everyone.
No.
I'll be at Disney World. You guys go hunt pythons.
Real quick, Oklahoma City wins the NBA championship 103-91 over the Pacers last night. Tyrese Halliburton hurt, might be out for the rest of the next season as well. This letter says, this is from JJ. To accurately sex a snake,
yes,
you must gather as many snakes as you can and observe them until two mate. When they separate, one snake will leave and come back with a washcloth. That's the female.
Ah, I see. All right. Good to know.
I love it when scientists write into the show.
Yes.
Just to clarify.
Clearly a herpetologist.
Clearly. He knows what he's
I don't care what kind of venereal disease he has. That's between him and his doctor.
Tom, you are the best. This is from Shannon.
Uh-oh.
We were camping this weekend. One of our dogs had an event, so to speak. My husband said, well, we will clean this up somehow. I said, wait a minute. Tom has prepared me for this exact moment. Hang on. I went into our trailer. I cut a paper plate in half, picked up the problem. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Tom. You saved me from having to attempt to pick up warm dog barf.
Oh,
with a poo bag over my hand. This was barf.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough.
Well, it works for that even. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Any sort of emission. I don't think it will work for urine, but
no.
Yeah, that'd be tougher.
Yeah, that'd be tougher.
That's a whole different thing. I've been there too.
Heard you guys talking about a guy who picked up a girl with a wooden leg, so his buddies nicknamed him Splinter.
I like this a lot.
Do you remember that?
No, I must have been gone.
I worked with a guy who had multiple face and ear piercings. We called him Tackle Box.
Yeah.
I drive a dump truck to listen to your show every morning. All right. You guys, that's from Tracy.
TB. Tackle Box.
TB, what up, TB?
There was a kid we went to high school with that only wore sweatpants, and he told us it was because he was allergic to denim, so we called him Gene.
I love that.
What up, Gene? Hey, beautiful people.
Hi.
This is from Jeff. Chick is right that paleontologists have no idea how to put dinosaur skeletons back together.
Is that right?
One of the earliest paleontologists, Edward Drinker Cope, placed the head of a dinosaur he found at the tail end of the skeleton. This mistake was pointed out by his rival, Charles Marsh, his rival in the infamous Bone Wars. A very interesting story if you want to look up paleontology.
And Bone Wars, didn't that win one of the AVN Awards last year?
It did. Yeah.
Okay.
Best cinematography.
Of all things, okay. Coming up, we have more sporting news.
Yes, we do.
We have a bizarre story involving Buffalo Wild Wings in Iowa. Joey Chestnut is preparing, I guess, for July 4th with a preliminary bout. And we have a bear in Michigan, and who has been rescued. You'll see what oddly happened to him. And also a spider monkey wearing diapers on the loose. If it's yours, pay attention. We can help you find it. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Canada is just one big bleh. I don't know. I know where Windsor is, and the
home of
the Windsor Ballet,
which is
a strip club. Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'm helping you.
And Paul Schaefer's from Thunder Bay. That's
trying to give your story something of a spine so that we can understand what's happening.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
No, you're saying.
Thanks, everybody. I don't know what happened to Chick. Well, you were acting like a puppet master and putting words in his mouth every. Oh, would that upset him? Yeah, I think it probably.
Well, see, because this gets to my fundamental beef about naming teams. Why are they called the Los Angeles Lakers?
Because they were the Minneapolis Lakers and they didn't change the name. Grow up, read a book.
No, so were you assuming that the Edmonton Oilers used to be in Houston?
It's a fair question, Chick. We don't know.
I'm sorry. I missed your question.
You were asking why they were called the Edmonton Oilers. Was there oil there?
American students are woefully undertaught about Canada.
Yeah.
We should know a little bit more about it.
Certainly are. It should be one big country. Why can't we annex Canada?
It's real close, I hear.
Northern.
It's real close, yeah.
Northern America.
Yeah, you hear all about Mexico almost daily. Nothing about Canada.
You know the weird thing about Canada, Michigan touches Canada.
Yeah.
What? Also Wisconsin. Also Washington and Maine, I guess. Figure it out. Let's get one state, one border.
But as far as I know, that's it. No other states touch Canada. That's all
what you're saying is that's where we're building a wall?
I'm not saying anything to you.
I'm
not speaking to you.
You're saying we're building a wall.
Shut your mouth. Talk to Josh. Get off my ass. Not today.
Get off his ass. Not today.
Take your pick.
Where'd we lose Chick? 601.
Oh, fake anger? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Fake today.
Coming up.
This is real as the heart attack I'm planning.
And then you did what? To who? And what was his name?
Hey,
was
look,
he left-handed? Yes. I'm just trying to give your story some spine.
Can I have your little car?
Why don't you shut up?
Shut up.
You still have payments on that, or can I just take it outright?
That's a valid question.
Do I have to take over the payments on the little one?
No, you can't get me back. You can't get me back. It's over.
I don't want your back. I want your car.
It's over. You can't get. Why would I give you my car if I hate you? Why?
I think there are a lot.
Why?
A lot of people who've gotten divorced that have given away some really nice cars.
Fired up already, didn't you?
Oh God, I got the papers.
After I bent over backwards to put you on the poster. Oh no!
Oh my God!
Let me tell you something. This is a radio show. Every now and then we're on YouTube, or all the time we're on YouTube. I don't know how it works. Something about zeros and ones. I don't know.
Sure.
If you spent 1/10 of the time, this is serious. If you spent 1/10 of the time you do making posters, we would be on whatever. Everybody would have to listen to us. It would be a government mandate. That's the kind of
this is North Korea?
crap we have to put up with because of your stupid effing posters.
No, I can have it redone without you.
He's very. I would love to see that.
I can get that done.
Please.
That's one click.
I bet you can't without hearing the history of the trumpet. I bet you can't do that. But you go ahead.
Our art director plays the trumpet. It's a very nice poster, and you'll be able to see it if you're joining us in Iowa coming up.
Yes, it's a poster.
Osceola, Iowa.
Oh, you're going to do the radio show or anything? You're going to have fun? You're going to laugh? Well, yeah. But there's a poster.
He slaves over them.
There's a poster.
We'll be signing it.
Pat, there's a poster.
I know,
for our fans.
Too.
I'll stand over Chick's shoulder.
And
what do you sign?
It's like
CHICK.
a playing card. Can we make him any smaller? I don't know. Wow. I got this poster. We'll move an actual poster. Oh, there it is behind it. Okay.
The larger ones are being printed today.
Sure they are. Sure they are.
Chick, well done.
Unborn panda pelts? Is that what you're making them out of, right? What is wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm doing just fine.
Staying out. Don't look at me.
You're not in the poster, Christy, because you're not going to be there.
I can't be there, sadly.
Where are we going to be? We're going to be at Osceola, Iowa, coming up Friday morning.
Don't forget your poster.
Oh, now Tom's going to get really mad.
No, mad.
That's never happened before in my life.
I have time to. I really get. I do have time to remove Chick from the poster.
Well, do please, please.
Then you wouldn't have to sit there and sign them for the next 2 hours.
Oh yeah, there's probably going to be 10,000 posters at the last minute because we had to have a trumpet solo. And then,
But, they have stuff that blows up. It's fun. I'll give you more information later.
That's the way a professional announcer does it. Good morning. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Ace Cosby. Hey. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom Griswold.
Hello, Chick McGee. We have...
there are some Oklahoma City Thunder fans checking in.
Okay.
Hey, congratulations. And congratulations to the Pacers for making a very strong, yet
close.
Yet, I guess, unlikely run.
Very
awesome
unlikely.
Season.
And as much as I don't recognize the Washington, whatever their names are now, they will be the football team to me. The Oklahoma City Thunder was and always will be the Seattle Supersonics. So good luck. Way to go, Sonics. There you go.
That's what you're gonna do.
That's my hill. I'm gonna die on it. You think? Is that it?
Anybody from those days still playing?
From the Sonics days?
Yeah.
No.
Sean Kemp. Yeah, he's still.
Yeah, Sean Kemp's still. Yeah, Kemp was a Sonic. That's right. And Slick Watts was a basketball player for the Sonics. Remember him? Had a bright, shiny head.
I know. How about the Washington Generals?
That's Harlem Globetrotters, Tom. I don't think that's real basketball.
That's my favorite kind of basketball.
I think it might be.
Love the Globetrotters.
Anyway, the final last night, the Thunder 103, Pacers 91. Shea followed up his MVP season with an MVP in the finals. He had 29 points, 12 dimes is what they call assists, Josh. Pacers, though, took him to the brink. That was Game 7 last night. And Tyrese Halliburton injured in the first quarter with a torn Achilles. He could indeed be out for the rest of next year as well. And, yeah, that's right. 2007, one of the last things the Sonics did, they drafted Kevin Durant.
Oh.
Out of Texas. He was a freshman at Texas, Player of the Year. And now Kevin Durant is with the Houston Rockets. The Rockets made a deal over the weekend, trading with the Phoenix Suns. The Rockets giving up Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green, 6 future draft picks for Kevin Durant.
And didn't he have an Achilles injury, too?
He did have a...
Similar to...
Back in 2019 when he won championships with the Warriors.
Yeah.
He tore his Achilles as well. Yeah. WNBA last night, Atlanta, Vegas, Seattle, Golden State winning. You remember the name of the Golden State team, Tom, the Valkyries.
Uh-huh.
Your thoughts on that name?
Great.
Great. You like that?
It's not yet another generic name like so many are.
It does end with S. Yeah. And Washington overtime beating Dallas. Anytime Washington beats Dallas is a good thing. Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani.
Ohtani, what are you doing over there?
Show me the money.
Yeah, really, it's not working.
What were we supposed to say?
It makes my heart hurt that Christie's the most enthusiastic backer of this Shohei Ohtani thing.
You want to be somewhere yelling it.
Explain the genesis.
Saquon Barkley. He's a running back.
See, that works.
That makes sense, yeah.
I don't know what the difference is between Saquon Barkley and Shohei Ohtani.
Because you're asking us to say Quan Barkley.
We can't
We can't show you unless we...
I could show you my Tani.
Tani.
Wow.
Or ho, Tani. Not just half.
Are we in Hawaii? Is that what they call it? No, nani. Some people call it nani.
Punani.
Punani in Jamaica, yeah.
That's it, the punani.
Oh, that's Jamaica.
Anyway, Ohtani pitched yesterday, a hitless inning, and he struck out 2, just allowing 1 base runner. And then he hit...
And don't they have 9 of their starters on the ER?
On the IR? The Dodgers?
Yeah. Sorry, the IR.
Or in the ER.
In the ER.
Many of their fans end up in the ER.
Throwing their arms.
Ohtani, by the way, drove in 5 runs from the plate. The Dodgers win. LSU knocked previously unbeaten Coastal Carolina. Ace Jacob Morrison out of the game. A 4-run fourth. Tigers won their second national championship in 3 years.
Man.
5-3 victory in the College World Series finals. And, of course, LSU, where for a time, sweet baby Jaden Daniels played quarterback.
Yeah.
Where you at? There. What is that Sea of Love with Al Pacino and Ellen Barkin?
I like that movie.
And John Goodman.
Yeah,
they're
very
in
good.
New Orleans.
Great beginning of that movie.
No, you're thinking when Ellen Barkin writhes around naked on Al Pacino right at the end of the movie.
No. I'm thinking of the scam at the beginning.
Yeah, he's going to catch some of the grocery store criminals, but the criminals with his kid, and Pacino gives him a break a little bit.
Oh, he's a cop, but he has a good heart.
Yeah, that's exactly what that teaches us right away.
That's exactly right.
Right.
It's like the cat and Ibsen.
Save the cat.
Chekhov and save. Keegan Bradley won the Travelers Championship for the second time in 3 years. Alex Palou won the event at Road America yesterday. Sixth race he's won this season. And that brings us to, is this stupid? No, it's just a sports note. Joey Chestnut has won another chicken tender eating competition. At last, something I can relate to.
Chicken tender.
Chicken meat.
See how easy it is, Pat?
I can do something with that.
I just did.
According to reports, Joey faced off against two teams at Raising Cane's booth at Fanatics Fest 2025 in New York City. He managed to put away, I don't know if I could do this or not. This sounds reachable. 40 chicken wings in 5 minutes. Man.
That's a lot.
What do you think?
People love that Raising Cane's sauce. They go crazy for that.
They go nuts for that.
How do they, are they boneless?
No.
Yes, tenders are.
Well, he said wings.
Yeah, I heard wings.
It says 40 chicken wings in 5 minutes.
So do they, how much of the meat do you have to get off them for it to count?
There's a way that you can put the whole flat in your mouth.
I don't think Raising Cane's has bone-in wings.
Those places have boneless wings.
Oh, well, that's like a nugget then.
Oh.
Yeah, essentially he ate 40 nuggets.
He was competing against Livy Dunn, DJ Khaled, and Drusky and Michael Rubin. The other team had Dom Mysterio and former Patriot Julian Edelman.
Oh, this was a celebrity.
It was a celebrity.
DJ Khaled ate
He doesn't eat, he'll eat chicken.
Oh, the chicken?
He won't eat pupusa.
Right.
He won't eat pork, right? I don't think.
Yeah, he won't eat that sweet. Yeah, maybe not.
And certainly he won't eat the sweet.
Right.
Pudding.
Because then The Rock had to call him out and say, hey, real men eat that sweet.
Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
He made the he made the news a few years ago. I don't know why he had to weigh in on the topic.
I don't think he did. I think he just made some video.
Is he Italian? Is that why?
Is that a thing?
Oh, yeah, big time.
Oh, I knew that. Like The Sopranos, they talk about that.
Yeah.
But,
in the Caribbean.
You don't do it. And
Here, it's a record executive, DJ Khaled, is getting. Oh, this is.
Yeah, it's a
little. The way this is written, they're saying he's getting chewed out.
That's funny.
On social media. Sorry, I'm reading this for the first time.
There's another plot point on The Sopranos that says your mistress would have an oral conversation with you, but your wife doesn't do that because
she kisses your children.
My wife kisses my kids. I can't have it.
Jeez, the rules.
Yes.
Mr. Khaled admitted he does not perform oral relations on his wife. I'm editing this for the first time.
Sure. Now, he will go a little lower. He'll give her a tossed Khaled.
Tom, your thoughts on Josh's comment?
I'm so a little lower. I think, what, knees, feet? What?
The tossed Khaled should tell you where a little lower.
You know what it
would
is
be.
if somebody says, hey, Tom, can I toss your salad?
Oh, no.
How would you respond to that?
I hope it's a Caesar. No croutons. And I'm in favor of tomatoes. I know that's verboten. Could we get back to DJ Khaled? He said the rules are different for men.
No, they're not.
Sure they are.
He says there. You're not
talk.
There are some things women might not want to do, but it got to get done because demand is king. I'm reading this verbatim.
You're doing great.
But when it comes to, shall we say, returning the favor, DJ Khaled said, I just can't do what you want me to do. I just can't.
Damn.
His comments went viral on social media, users calling him immature and selfish. Smash Mouth tweeted, a king who doesn't is no king at all. Well, I'm glad that they're weighing in on the important social issues of our time.
Hey, now, they're an all-star.
That brings you back up. Dwayne Johnson.
Down in his estimation.
You came from somewhere.
I was in a deficit.
Tossed Khaled. No. Dwayne The Rock Johnson said, and I'm quoting here, the throat, he cleared that.
Yeah.
I take great pride in mastering all performances.
I can't help but think if The Rock is doing that when the woman looks, it's like she's giving birth to a full-grown man.
I was
going to
say,
right?
it's got to look like
that's crazy.
She's
now,
sitting on one of those Easter Island.
The end of this is actually great. Jason Isbell, who we're all big fans of. Jason Isbell commented, "This is great. DJ Khaled would be a much better rapper if his tongue were stronger."
Ah.
So,
there you go.
Okay. There you go. So, Mr. Khaled in the news.
Okay.
Now, if you were to go to, you guys were just talking about Red Lobster.
We were.
Well, Josh is a big fan of Red Lobster. You received the emails.
See, he makes his wife get a hot dog, but he'll eat the.
Oh, Khaled?
Yeah, he'll eat the seafood.
Okay.
Ironically.
You're still down in my book.
Have you seen the size of this guy?
TJ
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He looks like he ate everything else.
He eats everything else.
What's coming up, Chick?
The Chick McGee home game. I've got a sports story, and you can play along at home. Why did Chick read this sports story? We'll be back with that.
Okay, tell me more about Raycon earbuds, please.
I certainly will. Raycon's everyday earbuds are the perfect summer accessory. Some say it lowers the temperature 10 degrees when you're listening to Raycon's earbuds. They keep you cool, man, cool. And Raycon's latest model has been upgraded, 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity. Raycon has that quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery. And they also come with active noise cancellation. And Raycon start about, yes, it's true, half the price of other premium audio brands.
I want you to know that Tom is clipping his nails while
they come in
we can hear you.
Vibrant colors, and we can hear you clipping your nails.
I had a very painful hangnail. I had to take care of it. Could you just be quiet?
Well, that's what we could say to your clippers. We could all hear them.
That frequency has been obliterated by my bad hearing.
Some would say that's a form of disrespect when someone's talking and
I had a very painful issue over here.
Clipping his nails while you're talking.
I'm done now.
All right.
Now
he's using an emery board.
He's using an emery board.
It's a sandpaper stick.
Like a true brand model.
It's not an emery board. It's a sandpaper stick. Get it right.
Well, these are very handy if you're doing woodworking.
Now, buy Raycon.com/Tom to get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Raycon, 15% off. And show us some love. Add that Tom to the address. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. Buyraycon.com/Tom.
Coming up, we have interesting news from the animal world. Really?
I'm sorry. I'm just having a crawler while you're talking. Okay. My fault.
And other delights on the way from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob Cavoyan for Channel 13 in a special Olympic moment. We are going to recreate the very first time the torch was ever run in history.
Cut! The monkey's got no gloves on. Where are the monkey gloves?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I didn't have the gloves on. Sorry.
Now we're going to recreate the very first time the torch was run in history.
Cue the monkey. I'm not a monkey. I'm a gorilla. There's a difference. Cut.
I didn't say it. I didn't know what you wanted. I know what you want. Mm-hmm. I can't do it.
Why can't you do it?
I can't go in the woods.
Why?
I have sensitive skin. I can't. I just can't do it.
Sensitive skin. You're wearing a gorilla suit. I was just in the woods. Anybody can go in the woods.
Have you ever been bitten by a mosquito? Possibly a carpenter ant?
You don't want the gig? If you don't want to do this...
I didn't say I didn't want the gig.
Tony Siragusa from the Colts. Tony Siragusa said, I can do this.
Siragusa
cannot... He wanted the role of the gorilla.
He cannot touch my gorilla.
Yeah, well, he didn't even need the suit, okay?
There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just going to say it. Okay. It's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House, peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you, you know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks. I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House, amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House, well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Chris, you're a single guy, right?
I am 37 and single. Nobody plans that. Right? No one's in high school going, I'm just going to wait till the end and see who's left. I'd like to find someone my age, if for no other reason than they would get my references. Sure. Right? You get tired of telling girls who the Black Crows were. And I don't know if you've ever dropped a Fletch reference on a 23-year-old female, but you might as well hand that girl a Rubik's Cube and a beeper. Because she's just staring at you like, what's a water buffalo? It's hard to even find a single 37-year-old woman, and then when you do, they have a tendency to fall into three categories. They're either A, super career-oriented, successful chick, so I'm out. Right? Those girls are looking for a guy that owns a suit. I have a pair of slacks. I don't know where they are. I know I got them because my mom bought them for me, so I had something to wear when people die. I don't know if you've ever shown up to a funeral in jeans, but your mom refuses to let that go.
Yep, I agree.
In my defense, the funeral I showed up to in jeans was for a 94-year-old woman. Not exactly a tragic event. 94 is a solid run.
Yeah.
It's about time. Have you ever been to a 94-year-old person's funeral? Nobody's sad. Everyone's just happy to be off work on a Tuesday. The second category of women single at my age are divorcees, and those women are like Chernobyl. They're beautiful, but something bad happened, and now we all need to leave it alone for a few years. For the millennials listening, Chernobyl is a city in Russia. I know a lot of you are wondering why I'm mentioning that map on Call of Duty. And the last category of women single at my age are women that have been single the entire time because their therapist hasn't quite got their pill combo locked down, and they still have episodes where they'll break into your apartment and set fire to kittens. I don't even have kittens, man. She brought them.
Chris,
boy, I apologize.
Why?
I'm finishing my first Reese Cup.
You want me to take this one, chick?
Why don't you take this one?
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Chick McGee's across the way, finishing his first Reese's Cup of the morning.
Thank you very much.
Jess Hooker sitting in for Christy Lee today at the Silac Insurance Company news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin's across the way.
Hey, Mr. Substitute.
Hi, Substitute. You guys like that one?
I love that song.
That's a great song.
I don't know that song.
Hey, Cosby, you like it, don't you?
I do.
Early song by The Who.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
Josh Arnold. There's Tom, who's ready.
We used to do a little parody of it.
What was it?
Kill the Music and all. Thank you. What was it?
prostitute?
Yeah, that's very good. Thanks. There goes that joke. No point in going on now.
The whole thing. You ruined the whole thing.
I'd say you ruined Monday.
No.
And
June.
June. I was going to say the whole week, but
the song goes, I'm a substitute for another guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, we used to always sing prostitute. And I know that's
I know.
That's a sensitive topic for you because
Not at all.
your last name is indeed Hooker. It's not a stage name. I think this is very important.
Okay.
And the hooker is the name of your husband, so you actually chose to become a hooker.
I did.
As opposed to being forced to become a hooker against your will, as many do.
Your real name was Hooker.
Yeah, you guys want like the last four of my social too? Every time we do this, I feel like this is so much information.
Well,
but my maiden name is Prosser, and so
What's your
growing
pet's
up, kids would call me Jessie Prostitute.
Prostitute.
Yeah, it was funny.
Kids,
kind of funny.
It was funny.
Art kids, great.
Yeah.
It's going to be so mean.
Yeah.
Time now for the Chick McGee home game. See if you can decide why. And I'm not making anything in this story up. I need to tell you that.
Okay.
Professional tennis players, Maria Sakkari and Yulia Putintseva were seen in a heated clash following their match at an event in Hamburg yesterday. Sakkari defeated Putintseva 7-6, 7-6. She moved on to the next round. As the two competitors came to the net, Putintseva slapped Sakkari's hand and would not make eye contact as she walked toward the chairs.
Oh.
Sakkari started jawing at Putintseva. And Putintseva responded with a sarcastic curtsy. And Sakkari didn't appear to like what Putintseva said to her after that and stepped over toward her side to address the comment. And Sakkari was heard telling Putintseva, "Nobody likes you."
Did they then scissor?
Yeah, Isn't the
Putintseva that little hair down here, the soul patch?
That's the Flava Saver.
Oh,
but maybe some places they
But
call
these
it.
are professional tennis. Hey, nobody likes you. That's something we kind of
funny.
say around here.
You say that to him all the time.
Being silly.
That's interesting.
Nobody likes you, Tom. See?
Okay, I don't care.
Well, this is bad sportsmanship all around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they hot?
Yeah, somehow I missed that. I wasn't watching women's tennis in Hamburg yesterday.
Oh, well.
Did you guys stop what you were doing to catch that on TV?
I recorded it. I'll watch it today. I'm a little mad about the spoiler alert.
You know, it is soothing. Women's golf, it tends to be more soothing than men's golf, and I don't know why. About halfway through it, I'll get sleepy, and then I just fall asleep. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, is that sports?
Yes, sir. That's
we've completed our sports
shouldn't
broadcast.
it be after
No.
CERN talking to about women's tennis?
No, it was very, very
It's all
exciting.
right. No.
Very exciting.
Oh, so we didn't answer your question. Why are we doing that story?
Because the one said that nobody likes you. It was very childish.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious.
It's something that Chick McGee would say.
That's exactly right.
I once heard a fight between two friends at a bar, and it ended with the girl going, "You know, everybody wants you to move." And he looked devastated.
Oh.
It had clearly been, God, I just hope he moves. Can you imagine?
Oh, my God, that's funny.
I just love hearing just little snippets of conversation.
Yes.
Oh.
I have one that has been stuck in my head for 50 years.
What was it?
It was a man and a woman arguing in a.
Well, please let it be a foreign country. Something pretentious.
No, it wasn't. No, it was not. It was not pretentious. It was just. I was taking a summer class, and a
summer what?
A summer class. I was just, and it doesn't matter.
Were you being punished? You had to go to summer school? Is that what you're trying to do?
No, I was trying to not have to take something else later on.
Yeah.
Okay. But these two engineering students were arguing, and this guy goes, "If it doesn't have scientific notation, it's a piece of crap." I'll never forget. If it doesn't have scientific notation, it's a piece of crap.
Are you cleaning it up for us?
Yes.
Oh, that's so great.
Do you remember when those Texas Instruments scientific calculators came out and they cost $900
Oh my gosh,
a piece?
so expensive.
Good God.
My siblings, we all used the same one. And there's a 15-year age difference between me and my youngest sibling. And she was like, this doesn't work for the math we're doing anymore. And I was like, grow up.
That was rough, man.
Yeah.
My poor parents had to scrape to get us a calculator.
The sibling fights are the best, though. Like, they're the one in our family that lives on is I was fighting with my youngest sister, and I said, go away. And she goes, you go away. She couldn't, there wasn't anything else to say.
Now, we had an interesting story about...
Why everybody hopes you move.
They want him to leave the city.
Could you imagine being heartbroken and knowing everybody was talking about, man, we hope he just moves
One of these
away.
days he's moving.
Yeah.
Good God.
Now, we had the story about Joey Chestnut. Now, that was eating chicken wings.
40 chicken wings.
Getting ready for the forthcoming July 4th event. And as you may have heard a couple weeks ago, Joey is back.
Yeah.
He will be participating in the Coney Island famous July 4th hot dog eating competition. And he's hoping to get up to, what is
I thought 80. Didn't he eat 70 before, I think?
Wow.
Boy, oh boy.
Shoosh.
But they were not chicken tenders. Don't you have a chicken tender tribute?
Yeah, a couple of years ago, there's a great story where the guy ordered chicken tenders but got shorted and called the cops.
Called the cops
on the lady at the KFC. Chicken tenders, ordered 8. Bitch just gave me 4. I'm calling 911. I'll have the cops here at your door. Chicken tenders, saucy sweet. I'm waiting in my SUV, but my chicken order's not complete. F you, KFC. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Remember when they came out with they had chicken toothpaste?
They had the KFC went on a kick for a while.
Yeah, KFC launched a fried chicken flavored toothpaste.
Yes.
They teamed up with a company called His Smile to turn their signature 11 herbs and spices into a fluoride-free toothpaste. Oh, JFK Jr. will be happy about that.
No, RFK Jr.
What did I say? Oh, sorry. Yeah, he would have been happier with GPS. Sorry.
I'm in favor of.
Now, would you rather have KFC flavored toothpaste or Colgate flavored chicken? Just to give it some thought.
They also had didn't they have a log? One of those fireplace logs that you
Yes.
I remember that would make your house smell like KFC.
They had candles too, right?
They did.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, the logs.
White
I'd
Castle
love
had the
that.
candle.
White, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. Well, Pat, thank you very much. We are the Bob and Tom program. We are coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and Jess Hooker is sitting in for Christy Lee this morning. And Jess, what have you got over there?
Animal rescue officers responded to a Buffalo Wild Wings in Iowa to save a confused hen. Animal Rescue League of Iowa said an officer was called out to rescue the poor, confused hen from the front of the chicken wing restaurant in Des Moines.
Mom?
Yeah.
Dad? Hey, are you in there?
How could they tell the hen was confused?
I don't know.
There's a picture of this hen, and this poor thing looks just like the feathers are all askew. Poor little lady.
By rescue, do you mean they walked it to the back?
No. A Good Samaritan called the Animal Rescue League of Iowa the largest nonprofit animal shelter in the state, and thus the chicken avoided being dipped in one of Buffalo Wild Wings' 21 signature sauces. The bird is now safe and receiving care.
Apparently, I didn't realize that's, I guess, a big thing.
To drop a chicken off at
No, chicken rescue.
Oh,
This place-
yeah.
There's
Yeah, there's a lot of people
barn
that think,
animals.
Is this one of those things where people think they're going to put them in their backyard
going
and
to get a lot of eggs,
and they
then it's
realize
a lot of work.
what a pain in the ass it is, and that the coyotes and raccoons are going to kill them? And, okay. Yeah, I heard an interesting report on that. They did the analysis of the numbers, and it's like 5 times as expensive to get your eggs that way as it is to
It is expensive.
buy them at the And Mr. Oskey from our staff tried that for a while, and you end up with too many eggs. Then you got to give them to all your friends,
and evidently
you've got chickens clucking constantly.
Too many coyotes evidently show up or something, or wolves or whatever the hell he had.
Pat, you got another song for us?
How about that poor little chicken outside of the Buffalo Wild Wings? Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm a chicken. What's in those things? I hear that sauce stings. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wild Wings, I think you might be buffalo meat, right? But I want to know for sure. I think I'm going to try it. Smells good. Wild Wings! I got a plate full. I might be a cannibal. Oh, sure, it's buffalo in those wild wings. Wild Wings, I went to KFC. But I'm a chicken I can't read. What does that C mean? KFC? You taste so crispy. But I feel like Brad Pitt at the end of 7. What's in the box? Tell me, what's in the box? Wild Wings. Wild Wings.
Wild Wings. Little tribute there. Okay. I'm just looking up at some of these sort of promotional products that KFC has come up with over the years. They at one point had a chicken drumstick corsage.
Oh, that's fun.
Very lovely.
Anybody be beautiful.
That's sweet. I'm not sure. It says, well, I can't really tell you what it says because I can't read it. It's a fried chicken corsage.
All right.
This was a special extra crispy corsage.
Drumsticks are my favorite.
They are?
Yeah, I love the drumsticks.
Not thighs?
I'm with you.
I mean, the whole chick, the whole bird has its place.
That's true.
But
now, do you carry around a little thing of gravy when you've got the corsage?
I don't know.
How about that? That'd be funny. Shoot gravy out of the corsage instead of water, right? The flour.
Well, that'd be good.
If you were to go to a KFC today and you ordered and they said, "We're sorry, we're out of that," what would you be most upset that they were out of?
Oh,
coleslaw,
gravy,
chicken,
biscuits. So we're all different.
Yeah.
Just the chicken.
The chicken would be upsetting.
Yeah, it's kind of the
They're out of chicken.
They emphasize the FC in the name,
Sure.
KFC.
Yeah.
It's not KCS for Kentucky coleslaw.
If you want this kind, you can get it, but if you want this kind, you got to wait 18 minutes or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Remember the little buckets they used to have with desserts in them?
No.
They were like chocolate and strawberry parfaits. And
No
things.
kidding.
Yeah, and they had the logo on the
That's fun.
top of them. Yeah.
Now you can get like a whole bunt cake.
A what?
Bunt cake?
I will never stop laughing at the name of that place.
Oh, yeah.
You're taking us back to 3rd grade, man.
Are you thinking of nothing bunt cake?
Yeah,
yes,
I love that.
Every
place.
time I know it's great, but
laugh
every time I see it, all I can think of is the old joke about, the ladies at the nude ranch sunbathing. Sorry, I'm a child.
What are they saying, Tom, when they're sunbathing?
No, you know the difference between a bun cake. Never mind.
You want to go to dessert? Is that
one of those old jokes?
You could say that while they're sunbathing, they're baking.
That's right. You could.
One could say that.
But one will not be. Wow. In any event, no, Pat, so your KFC song was about a crime. That was the lady that called 911. Just
Guy
because.
called, yeah. Oh, yeah. Guy did.
Oh, yeah, he shorted a tender or two.
Yeah,
or
he
whatever
got
that
8, and she gave him 4. Called the cops.
Called the police.
Oh, they made a TV movie out of it.
They did?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Law and Order KFC.
Wow.
Right? It was right after they made Law & Order SUV about the guy driving around with his kids. Shut up. I'm trying to solve a crime here. What's coming up in the news, Miss Hooker?
We have lots of twins graduating from high school this year. We've got monkeys, lots of monkeys. Monkeys loose in the neighborhood, and what not to cook in the microwave.
Would you guys like to see a monkey graduate from high school and do the walk with he's wearing the mortarboard and the robe? And
Yep.
Yeah, so would I.
I sure would.
Yeah, the new thing now is the freeze. When
freeze?
they go up, they get the diploma, and then usually off on the side of the stage, they've got the professional photographer.
Mm-hmm.
So they all have to, then they kind of do this little pivot, and they face the photographer, give him the cheese smile, and then that doesn't bother anybody but me.
No, you want a good picture.
Yeah, but it sort of takes I don't know, it just sort of takes something away from the solemnity of the event. And I say, by the way, cheer for everybody.
Yeah.
Every time they come, go for it.
Yeah.
Come on,
which is it? Cheering or solemnity?
And
well, that's
you can't have both.
Oh, you can.
All right.
Did you have any of the noise?
After this KFC talk, I'm going to tender my resignation.
Did you have any of the tender members? Did you have any of the noisemakers at your the beep 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 pew 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 pew?
Oh, I thought you meant a certain type of person.
Any of those or
no? I just had
these noisemakers.
the weird guy from the Mekong Delta screaming the whole time. We are in the O'Reilly.
Charlie's in the house.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I am amazed at the women who do that.
At what?
I was with a friend who will go
We are,
nameless.
you know what? Us as guys are also
And
amazed.
he goes,
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sorry.
This guy-
So Christy, you're talking with one of your not boyfriends, but
just
male
a guy friend,
Yeah.
and he goes, I can get a woman to send me a naked photo within the next 10 minutes.
And?
I go, no way. 8.5 minutes later, bing.
Wow, Monsignor, that is impressive.
Okay, that's less than 8 minutes.
What happened now?
Sent me a video of their
Go ahead, show that.
ex-girlfriend.
No, show it to Tom.
I can't. I don't want Christy, cover your eyes.
Oh, I've seen it all before.
No, yeah.
Wow.
Evidently, she's lost her key.
Oh, my Lord, that is...
Yeah. Does that look like something out of the movie Dune or what?
It really does.
Let me word it this way. That puts the C in graphic. We must. I've got to.
Wow.
I've got to go.
Hold on a second.
I've got to go.
That is a slut.
I've got to.
That is an ex-girlfriend.
That's not someone making a sandwich, even though it looks like it.
Wash your hands and make me a cheese sandwich.
Mommy, why is that woman massaging two pancakes? Wait a minute.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
Well, looks like we got dumped.
No.
Is there anything you'd like to say to them? Well, our girls have left us, so I'd like to say just one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Baby, blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you're leaving.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss right now.
'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me.
Oh, blow me a kiss. Come on and blow, 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 blow me.
A kiss like you mean it.
Blow me.
A kiss right now.
I really can't remember anything as hard as this. So blow me.
Blow me a kiss. Wow.
Some things in life are hard to swallow.
She couldn't take it all, Dean.
She couldn't handle everything.
Who could?
But if she comes back tomorrow,
I'll be shooting my wad
on flowers and a ring,
honey. Blow me
a kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow
me.
Oh, a kiss as you go.
And always think about me as you're going down
your list.
And blow me
a kiss. I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her arms and her elbows.
I'll miss her legs so tall.
Yeah, I'll miss her legs so tall.
I'll miss her neck and her shoulders.
Yes, sir. But I'll miss her head most of all. Rock out, fellas.
Swinging them, Allie.
Baby, blow me.
A kiss as you're leaving, baby.
Blow me.
Oh, a kiss as you go. And if you wanna come home, honey, that's okay.
Just grab a hold of this.
And baby, blow me. Baby, won't you blow me? Blow me a kiss.
Oh,
Hi, baby.
Falcon.
Oh, Sally.
I'll miss your arms and your elbows. Woo!
Bob and Tom Band and Orchestra.
Amazing.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Jerry.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Shall we? Now, comedian Dave Dugan has joined us here in the studio. And I understand you are in the process of downsizing. You're moving from your lifelong home to a smaller facility.
Oh, yeah.
By facility, I mean a home, not like
At last, a supervised facility.
Not the booby hatch.
Mother and I are downsizing. When you downsize, you have to have like some sort of cute nickname for each other. I call her Mother. She calls me what is it? She bastard. and so, but it's a living hell for a hoarder to have to downsize.
Oh,
and then finding the place that you're going to move to. You know, everything's real important to everybody now with trendy fixtures and the backsplash and all. I just care about the water pressure in the shower. That's all I really care about.
Good. Fair
It's
enough.
got to be there should be a setting on a shower head called prison pose. Because I don't want to just get clean. I want to be punished. If I'm not getting what I want from that shower head, I'll taunt it. Is that all you got, Big Daddy? But when you downsize,
you want the Silkwood level.
Yes.
it presents a lot of arguments because of how much stuff I have held on to.
Yes.
And I've got a story about why I can't let go of it. Everything's got to I've still got my kids from the baby gap and it's like what do you think you're going to do with these? Well, I mean, when I got them, I thought maybe I would meet a Chinese imperialist guy and he'd want me to have my feet bounded, and then they'd get so tiny. What am I going to wear? Oh yeah, I got those baby Gap kids that I can.
Handy. Their new motto is, we'll have Christy Lee come walk through your concrete porch when we pour it, so you get little teeny little feet. Oh, wait a minute. A note here. That's not true. Okay. Nevertheless, you have a shot at winning $1,000 starting in about an hour and 15 minutes, so don't go anywhere.
Hello. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Guitar in hand. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby.
Hey.
We're at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts. For all your car care needs, get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. It's time to check in the news desk, the Silac Insurance News Desk, with Jess Hooker sitting in for Christy Lee. Jess, what's going on?
15 sets of twins graduated from a single high school in New York. Among the nearly 500 students graduating from Long Island's John F. Kennedy High School, 30 are fraternal twins.
Wow.
And in case you didn't know, Tom made a note, meaning none are identical.
Ah.
Thanks, Tom.
How Can you quantify, like on a scale of 1 to 10?
That's
how stupid you think we
No,
are?
that note was in the Associated Press.
Okay.
That's from, I did not.
The record for the most multiples in the same academic class was set by New Trier High School in Illinois with 44 twin pairs and a set of triplets in 2017. So there you go.
Even though they were fraternal, it was hard to tell them apart.
Why is that?
They were all dressed the same in those cap and gowns.
That's not even a. That's
what is?
I'm so sorry.
Did you have twins in your high school, Tom?
No.
We had triplets.
Triplets.
Wow.
The Beaver triplets.
Identical?
No.
Okay.
No.
The Beaver triplets.
Girls?
Yeah, 2 girls and
Let
a boy.
me guess.
Those poor girls.
Bonnie, Billy, and
I don't remember their
Actual
names.
last name Beaver?
Yeah, it really was. Yeah.
Well, there are a lot more triplets these days.
Yeah.
Well, there are a lot more people these days.
Could be.
Point.
I think it's the in vitro
Oh, yeah.
thing. That,
Can you choose triplets?
No, but I mean, that's what happens.
Well, it does happen a
The
lot.
technicians get carried away?
We had some twins. We had a couple sets. Yeah. Yeah, the Great Houses, two identical boys, and the Bogards, 2 identical girls.
Those are good last names.
So,
Any
yeah.
cool ones like Siamese?
You know,
There were no conjoined.
joined at the head.
Oh, we don't go with the
Used
Siamese,
anymore.
the Siamese thing.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Siamese. I don't know what word you're using there.
Why does that bother anybody?
Because I think the connotation, people get upset. Not everybody from Siam.
I don't think.
But weren't the original famous Siamese twins from Siam?
Yeah, Chang and Ang.
And so therefore,
and they were connected.
You can't just say they're all. So
So you're not going to call Lou Gehrig's disease now?
That's not even the same.
No, it's in just as much poor taste as the other one.
You know those 2 guys, Chang and Ang, they had like 10 kids apiece or something?
Did they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Did they have 2 things?
They no, they each had one thing. If they were joined.
They shared a thing.
No. They each had their own.
Had their own.
Oh,
Each had their own.
The larger point is, by the way, Dolores, I'd like you to meet my brother.
Yeah.
He's right here.
Don't worry, he brought a book.
They were joined at
So you could be siblings and cousins if they hooked up with the same gal.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well, yeah.
Boy, I don't. I think they consider themselves individual.
They were joined at the torso, and they had
their kids.
They had identical houses, right next to each other, where they lived together.
So would they like one night at one's house and one at the other?
That's how they did it. Wow. And I think the one would have to bring a book. Actually,
Sure.
Do you suppose one of them was like giving unwanted advice a lot?
Hey, I think she likes it if you tweak the left nipple.
Yeah, no, lower.
Will you shut up, Chang?
Do you think April Fool's Day they'd switch?
Hey, didn't you used to be on the left? Yeah, we switch sometimes.
Siamese twins.
That's what they were called.
They were.
They were called that.
Okay,
now
sorry.
conjoined.
Oh,
Were they in
okay.
a circus? Were they a part of like a
Yeah,
show?
Sure, they
famously, yes.
Exploited to no end.
Yeah.
I think they probably had a pretty good life.
They made a better living.
Being exploited.
They both owned brand new Cadillacs.
Oh yeah,
unbelievable.
One had to be from the UK though, so that they could both drive them at the same time.
That's right.
That's
right,
a
6
high
months we go
concept
to
joke.
6 months we go to England. Okay.
What else is going on over at the Silac Insurance News Desk?
A baby spider monkey wearing a diaper has been found roaming a neighborhood in San Antonio. The approximately 6-month-old monkey was discovered wearing a heavily soiled diaper sitting in the street by a home in the Northwest Crossing neighborhood. San Antonio Animal Care Services said the infant primate was safely captured.
Poor little fella.
ACS said it is working with experts from primarily primates to ensure the monkey, which is about 6 months old, receives the special care needed.
So it's got to be somebody's monkey.
Its owner, they did find its owner, and the owner received 4 criminal citations.
Ooh.
Authorities have reminded residents that monkeys are not pets, and housing or processing primates is illegal.
Do you know they caught him?
How?
They wheeled a bed out, and the monkey went to jump on
fell
it.
off the bed.
Sometimes I blame myself for reading the story.
No, you can't put that on you.
Okay. Like I feel responsible somehow.
You feel used.
I do.
right?
I do.
Do you think it's hilarious? He's a monkey walking around town with a diaper on?
No, it's
I bet it's adorable.
It's really sad.
6 months old. This is sad. That's a baby.
It's a baby monkey.
Well, I if I saw a 6-month-old baby walking around, I think it would be cute.
Absolutely.
All dirty in a
Newsworthy.
soiled diaper. You wouldn't think that was sad?
No, of course.
What was it doing loose?
I don't know. He got
out.
out. He got out. He didn't listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
He must have been baffled.
A monkey wants his freedom.
Yeah.
Wow. We have time for one more story.
Okay. Authorities say a suspect accused of firing shots at a police officer has been identified, and his actual legal name is Mr. Looney Tune.
They say your name is your destiny.
Yes. According to KGW, the incident began when officers noticed a driver weaving through traffic. The man, whose full name is Looney John Franklin Tune, was found to have an active felony warrant, and a chase ensued.
What an idiot.
Yes.
So this is one of those guys that went to the court to change his name to Looney Tune.
I guess the 42-year-old allegedly fired at officers during the pursuit before crashing his vehicle and running into Eastmoreland Golf Course, where law enforcement set up a perimeter. The search was ultimately called off, and Mr. Tune is still at large.
Oh
no!
No.
So that's not all, folks.
Yeah.
Overture of the light.
Well done.
This is it. We'll hit the heights. And oh, what heights we'll hit. On with the show. This is it. Oh, that's great stuff. I wonder if he painted a tunnel on the wall, and then he ran through it, and the cops tried to, and their car crashed. Mr. Tunes. Okay, nice to see you. Now, coming up, we have Rock and Roll Hall of Fame news. Kind of interesting, kind of unusual. Plus, an unusual thing, an object appeared in a great American city.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of mysterious as to what it is, Josh.
It's not like, is it like the thing from 2001?
In a hillbilly kind of way, yes.
Oh.
We'll find out about
Monolith?
it when we come back from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Good morning.
Hello.
And we are joined in the studio by our guest comedian, Clinton Jackson.
See, I got the name of 2 presidents, right?
I was just thinking about that.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
you
many
do.
people don't. Yeah, see, Bill Clinton and Jesse Jackson. Boom. Just wanted to scare a few people.
Oh, man. Well, now, Clinton, I was told that you were part of a comedy festival in Aspen.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, I was.
Now, do you ski?
No, I do not. All the other comics went, and they asked me to go, and I said no. You know what I mean? I just didn't want to be out there, leading the pack, looking like Hootie and 100 blowfish. On a hill.
Bravo.
Bravo. I did not ski.
I remember we weren't prepared to do this. We're completely doing this.
That's why I'm stalling.
G-L-O-R-I-A, glory.
That's not Clint Black Sabbath.
No.
Now, how do you introduce Mr. Sabbath?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done this in 15 years.
Okay.
But you just take certain lyrics of some songs and put them with another song.
I see.
Like he's going to play Born to Be Wild. Listen and I'll tell you about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer, yeah. Barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, yeah. Up from the ground come a bubbling crude. Black gold Texas tea. Sweet tea.
Nothing like sweet tea. Huh?
Try that.
I like drinking sweet tea.
That's nice.
Try one of the other ones. Whichever one you want to do.
How about
Your cheating heart will make you weak. You'll try and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole day through. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Oh, Lord, yeah. Oh, Lord, yeah.
All right.
This is James Sibley as Clint Black Sabbath.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses, evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's destruction, in the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind.
Nice.
Poisoning their brainwashed mind. Oh, Lord, yeah. Oh, Lord, all right, yeah. That's good enough. Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Clint Black Sabbath.
Very.
That's great.
Makes it a lot.
I love that.
The Steppenwolf thing, the Born to Be Wild, you should do that if you ever go karaoke.
I got to do that one.
Yeah, do that. You can sing Beverly Hills. And you've heard the Purple Haze Green Acres thing, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love doing
Oh, wait, well, I haven't heard that.
I guess that always makes everybody
happy. The words from
happy.
Green Acres fit great. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
I'm so sorry. Wow.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Kenny.
Hey, Shooter, we just landed.
Where are you?
I'm in ATL, just got in from FAT through MCO. Nothing like a red eye out of Fresno to start a Friday.
Wow.
I know. Hey, Chick, I was going to update you on my fantasy league.
Okay, go, man.
You won't believe who I got going this week. Yeah, hang on a second, guys.
Oh, okay.
It's my sister buzzing in on my burner Bluetooth. You've reached the voicemail of Kenneth Tarmac. If this is his burnout sister asking to borrow money she'll never repay him, press 1. Just kidding, sis. What's up, Jinbo? Really? Well, I'm sorry, but well, to be honest, I never liked that damn dog. No, when he humped my J. Crew khakis at Thanksgiving, remember? Well, what does the vet say?
Oh, my gosh.
$6 grand? I'm just saying this dog is just like your Civic. You're upside down in it. You're breaking up. Move closer to a window. How many bras did he eat? Well, Mom told you about smoking your jazz cabbage in that tiny apartment. Sounds like
Oh, boy.
Yeah, well, apparently I should have become a vet because that's almost more than I make off commission as a Region 4 sales rep at Smear Corps. No, I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I'm not the one who got divorced, kept the dog, and then got fired from Quiznos. I don't know, Jed. Your dog's too ugly for a GoFundMe. Well, and not to mention, just think about the pitch. Please help save a dog named Keno. Yeah, those are good odds. No, next dog at least go with blackjack or craps. Hang on, Skyhag's coming over. We've already landed. What? It doesn't matter what position my tray table is in. I'm running numbers. Oh, ma'am, are you familiar with the McCurdy?
Are happening at Dr. Lanter with Dr. Lanter. Lanter Eye Care, Lanter, lantereyecare.com. Tell them we said hey.
Hey, Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
Hi, Josh.
No, hi.
Hey.
I had some technical difficulties.
I don't know what's wrong with this board. What the problem?
Certainly wasn't mine.
There's
It was
Ace
absolutely my
Cosby.
fault.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. I'm just trying to get something set up over here.
I know. Every time the show takes you by surprise. I know.
It's fine. Calm down. Okay, I got it. Do you have the Carol Kay story over there?
I do, yeah. Hold on.
Okay, I know this may be out of your sphere of musical knowledge, but
Yes.
I'll handle this.
Okay, go ahead.
Legendary bassist Carol Kay, known for her work on thousands of 1960s hits, says she is rejecting induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh.
In a statement to the Associated Press, the 90-year-old Kay said, quote, "I've declined the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame permanently," and confirmed that she has sent a formal notice to the hall.
Oh, but no reason.
Her comments follow a now deleted Facebook post in which she wrote, quote,
Well, her grandkid
"No,
wrote.
I won't be there."
Yes, I was very pleased that a 90-year-old was capable of entering the.
She said, "No, I won't be there. I am declining the RRHOF Awards show."
I mean, she didn't want her last vacation of her life to be to Cleveland, I think. No, but Carol Kay was absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
I've got a list of some of the songs that she played on.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. What else is in the news?
Poor ladies.
I am trying to educate
Kay was scheduled,
Miss Hooker.
Yes. Kay was scheduled to be inducted in November alongside Joe Cocker, Chubby Checker, and Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, wait a minute. That's
What the hell is this?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
She states,
This is Carol Kay on the bass, and she came up with this, right, Chick?
Yep. Because all Sonny had was that part. The beat goes on. The beat goes on. And Carol, she added the intro.
She did the bass on,
which arguably makes the song.
yeah, sure.
She was in the band. They called them the Wrecking Crew, which she hated.
She does, yeah, she goes
That's
into
part of the
this.
reason.
Yeah. She stated that the Hall's recognition does not reflect the vital role studio musicians play during the 1960s.
Which makes no sense. It's what they're doing is they're recognizing the great role that she played. But she's terrific. She played California Girls, Good Vibrations. That's her.
Yes. I'm a believer.
Was she always wearing sunglasses? Like in studio, or because a lot of pictures she is.
I think
in the movies.
I think she has transitions in.
Oh, she was one of the first.
I think so.
Oh, the transition lenses.
So they all always kind of look like he wears.
But she was fantastic.
Yeah,
and that was kind of a boys' club, except for the singers. But she's on The Boxer with Simon and Garfunkel, Scarborough Fair, Homeward Bound. She's the bass player on A Little Less Conversation, that great Elvis tune.
That is great.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the theme from Mission Impossible.
No way.
And the TV version of the Batman theme.
That's awesome. That's a lot.
Yeah, she was first call, would you say?
Yeah.
I wonder who wrote the lyrics to the Batman theme.
Marcel.
Batman.
Oh, no. I mean, there's some validation that one can be. It could have been. It could have been.
Say the word, if the phrase "one can be" or "one can assume," or if you use the word "one," I'm coming across the counter. What do you think of that?
Then I'll refer to you then as number 2.
That'd be fine. Anything but what you're doing. Well, one could assume.
No, it could have been instead of na. It could have been la 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 la. That wouldn't have worked.
Oh, that's right, snotty.
Wouldn't have been a hit. I'm sorry. I sometimes when I'm looking down at you, I get confused.
You're right.
She played the bass on Wichita Lineman by Glenn Campbell, Sloop John B. by the Beach Boys, Dr. My Eyes, Jackson Brown.
Many hits.
That's Leland Sklar playing that bass on that.
This says the original. So I don't know. I'm not going to argue with you, but
the
demo.
Don't you guys think he's wrong?
He is wrong.
He's wrong.
I'm reading from this article from the Associated Press. So sue them, okay?
No, it's coming out of your mouth, so you're wrong.
Okay.
One could assume you're wrong.
Oh, one would be wrong. then, as you know, two wrongs make.
So will they still induct her even though she's not? Well, yeah. No, they're still doing it, right? She's just not going.
Yeah, she says she's rejecting it, though, so I don't know what that means.
Well, then they should go. Well, then forget it.
Yeah, put somebody else there. Yeah.
Well, didn't Dolly Parton turn it down, too?
No, then she came around.
Yeah.
And she made the whole record with all of them.
So we can hear her.
Oh, she made a rock and roll record to justify it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was whatever. Just recognizing great pop music, and I think it's important to recognize all these great session people that played on all these songs. I mean, the Beach Boys don't play in anything.
Chubby Checker said, well, can I at least have her plate? So she won't be going.
And by the way, is there going to be catering at the service? My name is
I
Chubby.
assume there's some sort of
my name is Chubby, and I could use a meal. Is that cool?
I mean, you're not awarding Slim Checker, guys. Slim wouldn't.
You know that the affection for music and what you like is very personal, right? Mm-hmm. Would someone explain to me the popularity of Dolly Parton? I think she would be a wonderful talk show host. She's a great personality.
So you're talking exclusively music.
The music thing, I don't.
Are you kidding?
Jolene and I Will Always Love You.
I don't understand.
Working 9 to 5?
9 to 5's a great song.
It is not.
It is.
From end to end.
One would assume.
It's horrible.
No, it's
But
great.
the stories behind how, she tells the story about how she came up with that
Their
beat,
nails,
that
yeah.
nails, yeah.
The nail thing
And
is
the
percussion. Yeah, that's kill me.
That's when form meets function. It's a story about working, and maybe a secretary at the time would have longer nails. Dolly, I'm trying.
She's been in it. She's one of the nicest people.
She was very
ever.
nice.
She's wonderful.
She seems like an incredible sweetheart, but
Super talented.
And she could write a song, I guess. I Will Always Love You is a nicely written
Do you know who one of her biggest fans was? Jerry Garcia.
Don't care.
Of the
Once
Grateful
again.
Dead.
Once again, a bunch of crap. Plus, noodle, 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 noodle. All right, let's record that. Okay, that's a hit.
We thought you were tuning. No, that's the song.
No, that's the song. You already played
That's
that
the
one.
Ravi Shankar joke.
Never mind. Noodle, noodle, noodle. Oh, and how did Ravi Shankar say, I'm just...
don't you.
Come on.
It's in the movie Bangladesh. I'm sure you've seen it.
Bangladesh, yes.
Oh, you call it Bangladesh? It's Bangladesh.
It is Bangladesh.
I banged her. Is what I did.
I banged her is what I did.
One could assume I banged her.
I'm just tuning. Yes.
Thank you.
Jess, please.
I know, I'm sorry. From the Bob and Tom Science Desk. News about a gigantic anal shooter.
What is this now?
An unusual marine mammal is known for its distinctive rectal defense moves.
Damn you. Damn your eyes.
The pygmy sperm whale is significantly smaller than most of its better-known relatives.
Hence pygmy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
When threatened, the whale releases a reddish-brown fluid from its anus, creating a large, dense cloud in
Look
the
at
water.
him. He's just loving it.
I know.
Read my words.
By rapidly agitating the cloud with its tail, the animal obscures itself from view and escapes undetected.
So if you're swimming and you see a large brown cloud emerging from the anus of the animal, what's your first thought?
S-storm, yeah.
Yeah, I would think.
This behavior is highly uncommon among mammals and is more typically associated with squid and octopus species that ironically form a part of the pygmy sperm whale's diet.
Oh,
There you go.
coincidentally.
Yeah.
But,
I just had a squid for dinner, and a sensible squid for breakfast. And,
That's fascinating. That it would. That's
no. Be honest. At least be honest.
It's the only.
It's not fascinating. It's not scientific. It's a cloud of something coming out of this animal's ass, and you think it's hilarious. That's the only reason we're doing. Not that studies have shown.
Yeah, no. It's funny.
It's funny.
A poop cloud.
It's a poop cloud.
It is a poop cloud.
An S-storm, if you will.
Yes.
Sorry. It's kind of like
No, I was laughing.
It's like in the water, like a rectal smoke emerging.
Yes.
But the only mammal that does that. I thought that was kind of fascinating.
But is it? But don't monkeys kind of do that when they get angry? They throw it.
They throw. Yeah.
They throw. No, not
What do
the
you
same?
do with if you're a monkey and you're loose? I guess you still try to throw it, right?
Yeah,
I don't think they throw it every time. I thought that was like that they were being aggressive or something.
Yeah, they're doing something. They want you to stop whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah.
They are communicating.
That's for sure.
And then do they peel grapes with those same hands?
Oh, yeah.
Or do they go wash them off?
You will not see in the monkey bathroom, please wash your hands before you leave. You won't see that. You will not see that.
I remember the first time I saw that sign.
It's why when I see monkeys out in public, I only fist bump them.
Yeah, good
I never shake their hand. Yeah.
Very good, very good.
And by the way, where's the monkey butler bit? We've been talking about that for decades. Can we come up with a monkey butler bit?
You want to write his whole screenplay?
I want to write the whole screen. I want to write the.
Are you sure there never was a movie where a guy had a monkey as a butler?
No, absolutely sure.
Is he wearing the tuxedo?
Absolutely.
What's the one with the monkey named Duncan?
That's Dunstan checks in.
Dunstan checks in, and
Yeah.
and
I believe he's a bellboy.
a bellboy.
Is this was that a chimp or an orangutan?
I think it's an orangutan.
Yeah.
Orangutan.
And
Okay.
isn't Tony Danza in Dunstan?
I want to say.
I don't know.
I want to say Matt LeBlanc is in.
Oh,
goodness.
okay.
A rare misstep.
I could be
for
wrong,
Mr.
but
LeBlanc.
I never did see Dunstan checks in, but I am.
I'm so glad I remember.
Does he
it.
talk?
I don't know.
I don't
Jason
know either.
Alexander.
Oh, wow.
Faye Dunaway is in Dunstan checks in.
Oh, wow. There must have been an IRS problem or something for her to take that one. Let's see. Made Chinatown Network. Dunstan checks in.
Rupert Everett, British
famous
legend.
British queen. Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman's in it.
Ed. Wait, no. What's the movie? I think it's called Ed, maybe, where Matt LeBlanc is a friend of a monkey.
Oh, that
He
sounds right.
is,
That
yeah.
sounds right. Yeah.
Okay, well, coming up in the
Good
news,
Lord.
we have some old people.
Oh, good. Maybe I'll know somebody.
And
We have more bears
but
and monkeys,
the old people news.
alligators.
It's about aroma.
It's going to be helpful to all of you old people, Pat.
You know, and I was not aware of this issue, but it's quite interesting. Right now, I want to say hi to our friends at Java House. The Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by Java House, the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show, and the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. I am currently drinking a Java House Liquid Science Arctic Freeze. It's a hydration drink. It's great. You peel back the top of this little guy right here. You can see. This is the Java House pod. You peel it and pour it. It's that simple. Add water. It's delightful. And I'm getting a little bit of hydration as we speak. Also, of course, Java House coffee, tea, lattes, energy drinks. They have, of course, they have the hot chocolate. What's your favorite over there, Miss Hooker?
Oh, I'd go with the green tea.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. And once again, you don't have to put these pods into a machine of any kind. You just peel the top off and pour them in water, hot or cold, or, as we found out last week, great on ice cream. Yes, delightful, in fact. So break up with your brewer. Get started at javahouse.com. Use the promo code Bob and Tom to knock 25% off your first order. That's BOBANDTOM, one big long word. That'll take 25% off your first order. You don't need any fancy equipment. You just take the Java House pods, peel and pour. Here's one right here. This is the Cold Brew Colombian, amazingly smooth from Java House. Peel and pour it. Do it when you want to have a great cup of coffee, tea, etc., from Java House. That's that code word, by the way, once again, Bob and Tom, to get 25% off your first order at javahouse.com. Coming up, we have, once again, old people and their smell. What are we going to do about it? We have a...
You know what? That's the question.
Yeah.
What are we going to do about it?
Well, we have a nice positive tip.
All right.
And it's fun and tasty too when we return to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, where we remain the Bob and Tom Show.
Fish and worms, fish and worms. Everybody's wishing they had fish and worms. Find them in the backyard, underneath a rock. Slip them in your sandwich, put them in your socks. Fish and worms. Do your English homework, underline a word, circle direct object and transitive verb with a fish and worm. Fish and worm. Well, my big sister, she don't care for my fish and worm. Big ones, little ones, they give her the creeps, whatever it's. I go and put a couple in the blender. Now she's looking at me with bated breath. Ooh, from eating fish and worms. Fish and worms. Everybody's wishing they had fish and worms. Find them in the backyard, underneath some leaves, make them little dresses. Just leave off the sleeves. Fish and worms. Fish and worms. Fish and worms.
Yeah. 3rd and goal, hit Golden Showers. Tate on a slant that was initially ruled a touchdown with 8 seconds left. After review, the play was overturned. As you can see, he's short of the goal line.
No, he's not.
And yes, he is. He's way short of the goal line. He's like an entire ball short of the goal line. The football, Tom. So that's with 8 seconds left. They had to stop play, look at the review, but then due to a rule that causes a 10-second runoff when a clock is stopped by officials and then restarted, the game ended.
What?
With 8 seconds left.
What's the point of that rule? They didn't get another play?
In theory, the Lions could have lined up with a 4th down play as time expired, but the initial call of a touchdown is actually what disallowed that possibility.
Why?
The rule exists because the Rules Committee, led by Don Shula, the only comes on, he wheels in, sons of bitches. I hate all you young mother.
You live in New York now.
I live in New York now.
You like the city? Are you in Manhattan, Brooklyn? Where are you?
I was in Harlem for a very long time, and I've been on the Lower East Side for like 4 years now. So I'm a New Yorker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people talk crap about New York around the country. Sometimes we're kind of like I was in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I was in this taxi, and he asked me where I was from. I said New York, and I mean he gasped so loud it almost startled the horse. And he was like, I hear New York is filled with crime, and I was like, I've heard about Chattanooga. Nothing. When my agent said I had a gig in Chattanooga, I Googled what country is Chattanooga in, and then I fired my agent.
And you're also an actor. We didn't really talk much about that, but
I know no one's talking about it these days.
You were just. You said you just did something. I didn't. What was it again?
Well, I had an audition many years ago for Game of Thrones, and I remember I walked in the room. I was ready to go. And the director said to me, first, we need to see you in your underwear. Which is not what I was expecting, so I put my underwear back on. I've been an actor, I mean, longer than I've been a comedian. I've shared the stage with some people who have gone on to become huge real estate agents. I had one small part in Law and Order. I played Ice-T's waiter.
Oh.
And to prepare for the role, I actually became a waiter for 12 years.
Oh, you're a method.
Yeah, very method. I'm the Daniel Day-Lewis of Applebee's.
At the end of my shows, sometimes people will, shout out a request or something like that, which is very flattering. And, you get to do some bit that you haven't done in a long time. And it's kind of fun sometimes to knock the dust off something that you haven't done and do it again,
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
I recently had somebody yell, hooked on phonics, which I hadn't done in a long time. And it's fun to go, oh, man, I haven't done this bit like in, years. And that was the bit from the commercial. Do you remember the Hooked on Phonics girl?
Yeah.
The little girl with the braces. Hooked on Phonics, work for me.
Yeah.
And I always wondered, what if she applied what she learned and she couldn't get the commercial right, Hooked on Phonics, working for me. Hooked on Phonics, working for me. Okay, cut. We're not going to move a lot of tapes like this.
No, we're not.
I'm telling you.
Brian Regan.
Beaver, Pat Godwin, Ace Cosby, I'm Chick. Hello, Tom. How are you, buddy? Are you still working on your nails over there, or your nose, or what's going on?
I told you there was
an awful, painful hangnail.
No, a nail polish spill that I was trying to get off of the stone in my daughter's bathroom floor, and in the process of which I should have put gloves on. And
Okay,
I got all that acetone and stuff on my fingers.
Put your face where it was at the commercial break. Jeff, go to the camera and do what you were doing at the commercial break just now. Go exactly what you were doing.
Bent over doing something crazy.
And then there was this weird sucking sound, right?
It sounded like sanding to me. It was like he was sanding. He's got.
To me, it sounded like one of those baby nose suckers.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you were like this, and your head was moving. It looked different. It looked very different.
It looked like he had one of those, the baby sucker balls.
Bulbous deals. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Stick in their nose and suck it out.
Well, anyways, we were talking about Siamese twins earlier.
Well, not really, but what do you got?
You were saying Siamese twins a lot.
Well, you were asking me if I had any twins in my high school. I did not. But in my junior high school, we had Ronnie and Donnie, the Siamese twins.
Okay, conjoined is what they say now. But yes.
And
they were not.
And I ran into them at the
You didn't have.
I ran into them at the mall.
All right.
And I recognized Ronnie, but I couldn't place Donnie.
Look, I think that's a comedically valid conceit.
It's like hearing Mike Armstrong tell a story right now.
Kind of. No, I like it. And I'm sorry. Ronnie! I'm sorry. Who are you?
Yeah, no, I think I know you from somewhere.
Right.
Did you go to my high school?
I know your brother did, but.
We have Jess Hooker sitting in for Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening over there?
Experts say elderly people should snack on mushrooms to help prevent old people smell.
Now,
what is this about?
I was not aware that there was an old people smell.
Yeah.
In fact, we had a story not too long ago about that it is the thing.
It is a thing. I mean, if you walk into, I don't know, say Pat's house, you know what an old people smell was.
That's right, yeah.
If I walk into your house, I know what a whorehouse smells.
Oh, hey.
Shots fired across both bows.
Oh, yeah, by the way, have you ever met her husband, Pat? I'll help you pick out a casket.
Leslie Kenny, founder of the...
There are 12 Teamsters out front. They'd like to talk to you.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
They don't really want to talk. They just want to watch you bleed.
Leslie Kenny, founder of Oxford Health Span, told the New York Post, old people smell comes from lipid peroxidation on top of the skin.
Oh, it's peroxidation. That's what it is.
You got the lipid there.
If you don't have enough antioxidants, that smell builds up, and because we don't get a lot of cellular turnover at this age, it lingers.
I see. So the antioxidants in the mushrooms help with this?
I guess since it is not like body odor, you can't get rid of it by bathing or covering it up with perfume.
So if you're a person of a certain age, you've got to eat
mushrooms. Instead, you can get rid of it with a diet dense with mushrooms.
Okay.
Which are packed with a specific amino acid.
Pizza.
Yeah, you could have lots of pizza.
Looking right at you, Josh. Pizza.
You don't have old people smell.
He did this.
No, but
he was looking at Jess, and he went, pizza, right at you.
Right.
I was trying to say it.
Not to his left.
No.
There we have a man who, for 1 month, ate nothing but pizza.
That's right.
But I'm saying, to me, the perfect pizza is mushroom.
Mushroom sausage.
Mushroom sausage is
Yeah.
it. I do not care for. I do not like pepperoni pizza.
You're wrong.
I peel the pepperonis off of my pizza.
Do you guys like a side of mushrooms at a steakhouse?
I do.
Yes.
On top of my steak.
Real delicious.
I'll tell you this. I would eat a mushroom pizza if it got me laid. Am I right, Tom, on
That's
this?
the only time?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't like mushrooms?
Some people don't like the texture. Others don't like the taste.
At the farmer's market this weekend, I got oysters, the big blue oysters, and the other one, the lion's mane.
Well, that's why your house smells like that.
Oh, my God.
Those are
Pat.
big wild of mushrooms.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
They can
According
be quite
to,
beefy.
yes, they can.
I hear you must cook mushrooms, though. Seriously, no joke. That if they're fresh, that they don't
Yeah, they're not good for your
digest-
stomach. Yeah, you're correct. According to Leslie Kenny,
I missed this now. What?
you're really supposed to cook your mushrooms. It's not
don't
safe
go
to
fresh
eat
with them,
them.
yeah.
I mean, it is safe to eat them, but some people have a reaction Sometimes it's mental and sometimes it's physical to raw mushrooms.
My mom can't have mushrooms anymore, and it's one of her favorite.
I know they're one of my favorite foods, hands down. Yeah.
And you've got to be very careful with the wild mushrooms, of course.
Well, sure, yeah.
Yes.
You got to really know what you're doing there.
Yes.
That was kind of an annual event. When I was doing the news, it would be the first person to, because they'd have the kind of the mushroom hunt season. And
The morels, is that what that's called?
Yeah, and there were problems. You have to really know what you're doing. If you really know what
Go
you're
out
doing.
with an expert.
When
for
you
sure.
when you were doing news, did all of the stories start with, "Here's a guy"?
yeah. Well, get a load of this idiot.
Oh God, you don't want to do serious news for long. There's a lot of really depressing stuff.
Soul crushing. Yeah.
You know, a guy in a snowmobile hitting a barbed wire fence at neck height.
Neck height.
There is that.
or going through the ice. In a snowmobile. Yeah, sure. Houses burning down.
Right.
Lots of sad.
Read us the whole list. Huh?
Okay.
A couple real freaky things.
Somebody stop it. Drowning dogs. Anything else?
Yeah. Guy. One time, a guy was pulling a.
Yeah. Tell us. Yeah.
He had a hook on a rope and is towing something with his pickup truck, and it snapped, and the hook came flying through the back windshield and killed him.
Oh man,
this sounds like Final Destination.
Yeah, that would be one for Final Destination. You don't see that coming. Unless you're looking in the rearview mirror at the time. Oh, look, there's that hook coming at my head.
To finish up this mushroom story, according to Leslie Kinney, shiitake and oyster mushrooms are the best bet for nutrient delivery.
Okay.
Not psychedelic mushrooms?
No, I don't think so. I guess if you want. I think that's people use those for mental health.
Yeah, that's a big thing now. The
psilocybin.
so-called microdosing.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the mushrooms.
Silly cybin.
Would you like to take that? Would you take the psychoactive drugs like that?
No, I'm on the fence. I don't like if I'm drunk and I get to be like hour 4 and I want to be sober, it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
So it depends on how long it would last. We'd have to talk to a real degenerate drug user like Jeff Oscar.
Exactly. He has a lot of good info.
Yeah. I mean, the man's constantly high.
Wasn't he saying that what do you call it when you, it's like you're the proctor, what's the word? He was talking about this one time. Some friends of his were taking something and he was the one that was.
Yeah, they would switch on and off.
Like you're a guide or something.
Right. Which is really smart.
So you're
someone who's sober and not using.
Your buddy doesn't take a chainsaw and try to change a tire with it.
Right.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah,
you don't want to try to do that.
That's a good move.
Now, I am not capable of. Whenever I see
a lot of stuff.
Yes, many things. Every time I walk by the aisle and I see shiitake mushrooms, my brain doesn't read shiitake.
No.
It gets the first part followed by the word cake.
They're good mushrooms, though.
And it kind of looks like if you were to make one of those, and that's cake.
Oh, I always see take. Yeah, shiitake. Yeah,
take.
Remember the guy who has that? His name was Take a Shiitake.
No, it wasn't.
It was Take a. I'll find it. Yeah, it was. He was some distinguished. It was Take a Shita, I believe. Yes, it was. Yes, it was some scientist. Probably didn't realize maybe when he changed his name when he emigrated. If you're just joining us, hey, hello, how are you? This is the Bob and Tom program coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Ms. Hooker is sitting in for Christy Lee.
Yes, we were talking about old people smell and how if you eat mushrooms, it can help alleviate that. But the thing about old people smell is I don't think it's necessarily bad.
I don't think it is. It's kind of
you just go, oh, there's an old person.
Yeah. It's.
No, I'm not going to buy a candle.
It is kind of musty though. Like
yes.
the smell is. But it's kind of comforting too. Like it's a grandma
I guess
smell.
it reminds you of your grandparents
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. I don't think it's bad.
We're all going to get it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, hopefully, right?
Yeah, I guess that is the goal.
Yeah. Which is worse, old people smell or dead body smell?
I'm going to go corpse.
Yeah.
Apparently, I mean, often in movies, you see people, they have to cover their face.
Right.
They don't,
A little ammonia underneath the nostril.
Right.
So what is the odor of old people?
Something on their skin, it
The
says.
cellular breakdown doesn't happen as fast.
But I mean, does it smell similar to something else?
No, I think it just smells like musty skin. Like it smells like you've been on the planet for 80 years.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't really smell like anything else. You smell that and you go, that is an old person.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
See, I'm surprised then that there isn't some kind of pharmaceutical for this, because if you watch the evening news, most of the pharmaceuticals are aimed at the elderly,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always the same commercial with a different product. They're always canoeing and walking through the park, playing with their grandkids. They've got a beautiful dog, and then the thing comes on at the end.
I know different medications will make you smell different too, right?
Some?
Yeah, so maybe that has something to do with it.
What else is happening at the news desk?
Residents of an Indianapolis neighborhood were left perplexed by a mysterious dome that appeared in the roadway last week.
Weird.
WRTV reports that the dome was found resting on a sidewalk in the street's edge after a severe weather ripped through the area. Residents believe that the object is a radome, weatherproof enclosure designed to protect radar antenna and other equipment.
But it blew off during a storm.
Yeah.
There's a photograph.
Look at that. Is that crazy?
And it's bigger. It's taller than a person. There was a photograph of people standing in front of the thing.
No, that's clearly some sort of government spy thing.
A giant orb. The giant orb was removed from the road the following day.
I believe it's called a Hoosier Dome.
The neighborhood
Is that right?
is next to the facility V2X, the
Who knows
former
what that
site of Raytheon, and some believe it came from there.
This is absolutely some sort of government spy vehicle.
I mean, that looks like that could have done damage or really hurt someone.
Doesn't it look heavy?
Yeah.
Is that made of
light speed?
Is that made of metal?
I don't know.
Appears to be.
It's big.
I bet
it's a big globe.
6 black SUVs pulled up, and a team of men immediately took that away.
Talking to their sleeves. All right.
Yeah, right. I don't like this.
I don't like it at all.
Yeah, kind of as you mentioned earlier, sort of like the what do you call the object in 2001?
The monolith.
The monolith.
Yeah.
Kind of a hillbilly version of that, if you will.
What makes it hillbilly?
What does make it hillbilly?
He probably saw the lawn in that picture.
The people still.
You can tell they're filthy from
the people standing in front of
Oh my gosh.
corncob pipe. This is my wife / sister.
I'll tell you what we saw right over there. That's right. And then we see that mother. Tell her about it.
Right now, I want to mention that.
Let me get my corncob pipe out here. Oh, my God.
This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by the Silac Insurance Company. What am I talking about? I'm talking about your future. You can relax a little bit knowing that when the time comes to retire, that money's going to keep on coming. And perhaps you've got money in the stock market. You're going, wait a minute, up, down, up, down, up, down. The idea of an annuity is to counter the volatility of your investments. And the Silac Insurance Company does that by providing annuities. You have certain restrictions, so see if they apply to you, but you can stop getting all stressed out about your retirement. And by the way, your retirement money will not run out. With an annuity, that's not going to happen. You cannot outlive your money. So see what I'm talking about. Find out what's going on. Learn more at silacins.com. That's SILACINS.com. Another really easy way to get that information on your phone, you just call pound 250 and say out loud the words lifetime income. That's the pound sign or the hashtag sign, pound 250, and then say the keywords lifetime income. And you could find out about annuities. See if this is going to work for you. An annuity from the Silac Insurance Company. Silac likes to say, plan on it, live on it. Because when you retire, it's probably not going to be one of those companies that goes, we like you so much, we're going to keep paying you. That's probably not going to happen. So see about annuities and see if that works for you. Coming up, we have Today in History. We'll find out what's going on in the world on this fancy date, the 23rd of June. And we'll be right back from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios here on the Bob and Tom Show.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
This is I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to let any of you decide if you want to. This is
let Josh handle that.
This is a big one.
There you go.
The last one.
Let Josh handle that. Josh is a good handler.
Josh can handle that.
Yeah, I can take it.
There
you go.
It looks like a curling iron.
Hello.
Oh, it's a rabbit.
Yeah, this one's not messing around.
No.
And what's great about it, Sadie, it seems to me, is that you can. Well, this hits everything, doesn't it? It's
looks like you could hit a fastball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see that button, the button in the middle where your thumb is there?
Mm-hmm.
That turns it on.
Right.
And now the two buttons on the sides turn on the other features. So why don't you go ahead and
Oh, boy.
Oh, there
hit
you
those
go.
buttons.
Oh, so it's like a reciprocating saw there.
I mean,
It's alive.
so the one button controls the shaft of it, if
Yes.
you will.
Right.
Now, what's happening is
going
not
up and
only do you have an up and down motion
Wait
with
a minute. It is going up and down.
it's also turning right to left
Oh,
in
my.
the center of the shaft. So you're going to get that's going to work your.
G-spot?
No, they actually.
Yes.
The tip will go in and out as this does massage the Grafenberg spot.
Yeah, very
Yes.
good.
That's going to say
That's right.
That's so big, it's going to be saying hello to your kidneys. Josh, the way you grip that looks like you're familiar.
Well, I
with
wanted to use my hand.
Yeah.
To feel.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's got the rotating beads right here
Oh,
actually
gosh.
stimulate more nerve endings.
isn't that interesting?
it looks
That's the
kind of
woman's
like
anatomy.
if you're trying to imagine this, it looks like one of those lava lamps.
Yeah. I know.
It's got kind of,
That's right.
has kind of a gooey look.
A gooey look.
Yeah.
Now, does the Grafenberg spot, does that have anything to do with the Grafenberg Zeppelin? Is that anything at all? Is it the same guy? Or?
I think the first woman that put that in said, "Oh, the humanity."
Oh, okay.
Now it doesn't end there. You see this butterfly-looking thing?
It looks like a cobra.
What is the two little prongs there?
Well, these would stimulate the pleasure button of the
Yes.
woman,
Uh-huh.
while the wings of the butterfly sort of stimulate the labia.
The
if you will.
vulva.
Yeah.
Yep, the labia, the vulva. That's right. Josh, you are so good.
Or Alexis.
I mean, this really,
Volvo, Lexus.
This
this really works everything. I mean, you're not going to miss. You can't. It'd be hard to miss a spot.
Might be hard to get it out.
That epitomizes busy.
Yeah. Would you like to hear it?
It's very, very busy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Buzzy. Now, what's the purple? What's the purple one called?
It's going at it.
That's called the Pure Pleasure Self-Thrusting Rabbit.
Barney edition.
Self-thrust.
It should be called the Home Wrecker because
It's really amazing. It's waterproof. It covers all your different pleasure spots. And what's fun is there's so much variety to it. The toys today are so advanced. They're so high tech. It's really fun to actually even pick them out with your partner.
Thanks, Sadie. Once again, it's ticklekitty.com, and it's whole bunch of stuff.
And follow me on Instagram if you guys would like, at Dr. Sadie Allison and Tickle Kitty and Go Love.
Wonderful.
All right, guest.
If you look at your big screen there, you're going to see Ed Septic. Hey, Ed, how are you?
That's right. I'm doing great. Oh, yeah, it's Ed Septic, the plumber that don't give a flush. I'm here. I'm happy. It's fall, which means one thing. Apple time.
Oh!
Miss Christy Lee, Jess, maybe you guys could help me with this. Let me ask you, why do babes love going apple picking so much?
Well, you're outside. It's pretty. It's nice. You get fresh fruit.
I get that, but you're paying a company money to do their job for them. Actually, that's a pretty brilliant business model. Actually, it probably only works with apples, though.
Yeah?
Your old lady can't be all like, hey, babe, you know what would be fun? How about next Saturday we go work a couple hours down at the Foot Locker? I've never once gotten a call from abroad asking if they could use the honey dipper to take their man out to go suck some septic.
Yeah, septic sucking, not fun.
Of all jobs, why apple picking? You broads pick a cool job. Go into your man and be like, hey, babe, this Sunday, let's go be NFL referees for the afternoon.
Cool.
Or, hey, hon, I was thinking we could go be fluffers on an all-female porno shoot. Christy, you realize you're taking someone else's job. They just hiked 4 months to get to that job. They show up and they're like, sorry, Cassidy and Megan thought it'd be fun to take a hayride and go apple picking with their boyfriends for the afternoon. So no job for you, Jorge. Maybe try over at the pumpkin patch down the street. Well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, apples and pumpkins, they'd probably maybe check the watermelon farm. Anyway, I used to work at an apple orchard growing up. Not everybody knows that. My job was picking all the rotted up apples up off the ground. They'd use them to make cider, hand to God. Though you know who likes apples more than a white lady in a tan tunic? Who? Worms and bees.
They love them.
Yeah, I got stung up a bunch and caught a raging case of the ringworm. Yeah, as a youth, that pretty much ended my wrestling career. Along with most of the team. Yeah, the ringworm was running pretty rampant. We had to buy all new mats. Anyway, I better mosey on out of here. Chick, today I got a 9:30, a 10:30, and a 2:30. I am up to my eyeballs in it today. I'm Ed Septic. Remember, I'm not trying to make any money, folks. I just love to lay pipe.
Thank you, Ed. Ed Septic. Shot at $1,000. It's money for summer from Q95, so be hanging out with us. We'll tell you what that keyword is soon.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Making friends during the commercials. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby. Hello. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
I'm going to do a little closed circuit thing here.
Private broadcast.
I'll need your help here, Josh.
All right.
As you know, I play the game Wordle.
I do know, yeah.
I enjoy it very much.
Mm-hmm.
And yesterday, I had to communicate with a chick because of this. Do you know the word THRUM?
Therm?
No.
THRUM.
Oh, sorry. All right. THRUM. Yeah, thrum.
What does that mean?
To sort of like...
Shake things up, agitate, thrum and drang or something?
Thrum and drang is the...
Because I never heard the word. I got it.
I'd never heard of it either. Thrum and drang?
Kind of mess things up to mix it up?
Yeah.
Because I thought, because I looked it up and it sounded like strum.
It's similar.
I'd never heard it.
Yeah.
Thrum.
Okay. Yeah, it's legit.
Okay. I mean, I got it because there was nothing else left, but I'd never, ever seen the word ever. Thrum and drang. It sounds like a morning show.
Yeah.
Hey, we got thrum and drang here. We got thrum.
Yeah, you often see those two together. Mm-hmm. Well, not often, but when you do, you...
What's drang, then?
I don't know how that separates from thrum. Boy,
I don't know where drang is from.
I'm really sorry I brought it up. Let's go over to the Silac Insurance News Desk with Jess Hooker sitting in for Christy Lee.
Microwaves are convenient, but not always safe for reheating certain foods.
What?
Inconsistent heating can leave bacteria alive, and some foods may even become toxic. Here are 10 items experts say you should not be microwaving.
Should not.
Should not. Number 1, hard-boiled eggs.
What? Can you microwave a hard-boiled egg?
Heating shelled or unshelled hard-boiled eggs in a microwave can cause steam buildup and result in explosive eruptions even after removal from the microwave. Yeah?
Long time
Who
ago.
heats up a boiled egg? Actually, I knew. I've seen someone do it here, but I didn't know anybody would want a hot boiled egg.
So wait a second. So the the boiled egg is already hard boiled.
Yes.
You take it out of the refrigerator and you microwave it?
Yeah. I watched somebody do it here the other day, which I just thought was interesting. I've never seen that.
Was it an idiot?
Did it explode?
Yeah, was it an idiot?
It was Austin. It was
stupid
not.
guy.
He's not an idiot per
No,
se.
it's
It wasn't
not.
in the shell, though, was it?
No, it was in the package.
Was it coated in LSD?
Let's be honest, though.
Are you guys done?
Austin needs help. I mean, sometimes.
No, he's wonderful.
He's a sweet
very
boy.
sweet. Yes.
So I'm confused. So this is a pre-cooked egg. You're not.
Yes, and sometimes people like their hard-boiled eggs warm, apparently.
I see, okay.
And if you do that, it's going to explode. Don't put it in the microwave.
By the way, Pat, it just occurs to me we're wrong. It's sturm and drain.
Sturm and drain.
Yes.
So,
yes. I knew something felt off when we were saying it.
Therm is not it then.
Right.
Huh.
Sturm and drain.
Thrum was the word, and I never heard it used. Anyways, I was just irritated by
So
that.
what does thrum mean?
I always
apparently it's similar similar to strumming.
Kind of going like if you had your hand on a table going like this.
Oh, okay,
Like
okay.
he's thrumming the table. Sort of.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of doing this to something.
No, stop doing that.
It looks like you're
Stop thrumming?
It looks like you're air jacking.
That doesn't mean anything. I don't believe you. I think Wordle has you in their pocket.
Oh, are you big Wordle money?
I'm under the control of Big Wordle.
No, it's a normal word. Everyone uses it. Way to go, John.
Other things you can't put in the microwave. Breast milk, which I just assume everybody knows.
Boy,
but
I
maybe
remember
not.
learning that in...
You
Yeah.
burn a nipple that way.
Like it, yeah.
Yes.
You can burn a nipple.
See, Pat.
Let alone get the door closed.
Yeah, how do you get the door closed?
Funny, Pat. Isn't he funny?
I enjoyed it. Pat.
Yeah.
Is urine in there?
No, but this is one that I thought was the opposite. It says processed meats. Microwaving processed meats may produce harmful chemical compounds, including cholesterol oxidation.
Oh, wait a minute.
Products like linked to heart disease. But I've always heard you're supposed to heat up those kind of...
Isn't the processed meat? That's where the chemicals are already?
Yeah, are we talking hot dogs? What do we mean here?
It says processed meat, so I assumed it meant lunch meats and
Okay.
stuff like that. Yes.
I can see that.
meats.
Aren't all meats
But when
processed?
when you're pregnant, you're supposed to heat them up to kill any additional bacteria before you eat them.
I don't know anything about it.
That's your sponge you're supposed to.
I would never eat a processed meat.
Well, she wouldn't be pregnant if she had a sponge.
I asked about urine because of this news story.
Okay.
Well, but we're on this news story.
No, this is a woman who was cited by police.
I hate
No.
the way you do the show.
So now, totally off the... We're killing it over here with the process.
In just a second.
You want to come and derail us.
No, not at all. This woman walked into a 7-Eleven, and they had a microwave there, and she was heating up a urine sample.
Oh, she had a pee test.
Yeah, and it exploded. 26-year-old Angelique Sanchez took a white plastic bottle out of the microwave. Sanchez reportedly wiped a yellow liquid that smelled like urine onto the floor before walking out.
Sick.
Yep. Allegedly, she was trying to get a urinalysis test up to temperature.
Yes. Well, hot tip, just go ahead and put the bottle into a warm glass of water the same way you would reheat breast milk. That's how you bring it up to temperature.
I heard she passed the test, but they also said that she has a burrito sauce in her urine.
Oh,
my.
Wow. So who knows?
That's always the dirty little secret about switching your pee test. The temperature of the urine. They have a thermometer right there to check it out, man. If it comes in at 27 degrees, you're dead. Right?
You're telling me you're cheating on your pee tests?
No. Yeah. As often as I can.
God, could you imagine if we had to take those a year?
Oh yeah, imagine that.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot.
Sorry, buddy.
Like a surprise pee test?
Yeah, $60 a pop at Christmas. That was fun.
Yeah, well, stay off Facebook, Pat.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened to you.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. Good God.
New segment called Behind the Scenes.
Who did that to you?
You know-
you did. I'm sorry.
I'm reading this microwave story, and it's pissing me off, to be honest. It's
Piss, urine,
rice, chicken, leafy greens, hot
Rice?
peppers, beef, fruit, cooked potatoes, all things that people regularly put in the microwave.
Yeah,
They're
I
saying
don't.
not
I'm
to.
not worried about it.
I'm gonna
Okay,
Chief McGee
go ahead.
this.
Tear it up.
Yeah.
Let's do today in history, shall we? Have time.
Son of a... I don't want to... 23.
1986, the College Board administered the first SAT exam.
FAT to find out who's fat?
No, SAT.
Oh, SAT. I'm sorry.
But I passed. Didn't you take those? You had to sit down, of course.
Sure. Yeah.
And it had to be on a Saturday. I don't know.
An odd law.
And as you know, if you didn't score well, radio was hiring.
At 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. 1955, The Lady and the Tramp released. One of the most famous scenes.
Disappointing. I didn't know tramp meant hobo.
I thought it meant whore.
Yes.
Led you to believe that dogs were romantic, that they weren't just randomly humping.
They were romantic.
Speaking of Siamese cats in that movie.
That's
that's
right.
Lady and the Tramp?
Yeah.
And they sing that song.
We are Siamese,
We are
if
Siamese.
you please.
1960, the first contraceptive pill became available. 1960, the beginning of the sexual revolution. And by the way, as far as I know, have they ever come out with a pill for men?
No.
That works?
No.
Nope. No, because it's not our
No funding for that.
It's not our responsibility.
Contraception is 100% the woman's responsibility.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if men got pregnant, this stuff would be sold like chewing gum.
All right, you know what? We can switch. We'll worry about contraception. You worry about an erection. How about that?
Yeah.
See how you like that.
Pressure's on, ladies.
That's right. Put up or shut up, okay?
In 1979, I loved the song. The Knack released the song My Sharona. Do you know that song, Ms. Hooker?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a great song. It's fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
The fabulous Dougie Feger.
1989, the Batman from Tim Burton. Is that the...
Nicholson.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Nicholson is the Joker.
I know you're not a fan, Chick. I love it. Love it.
Too. I like that one.
Hate it all. Hate it from beginning to end, stem to stern. It's the Dolly Parton of movies.
Okay, how about this one? I'll do this in quiz form. Miss Hooker.
Okay.
In 1993, this woman cut off her husband's male member. Remember her name?
She cut up. Yeah, Lorena Bobbitt.
Very good.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than...
Mary Kay Letourneau. What am I thinking there?
She was the one that was dating the...
Oh, wow. Not even close.
Let's not just start yelling
She was
out
the
random
wrongly
names.
maligned teacher.
I just wanted to take care of it.
Yeah, that did not end well in many
Teacher of
ways.
the year, 4 years running.
Lorena Bobbitt, yeah, she sliced off. And as I recall, he found it at the side of a road.
Yeah, she threw it out the window, took off.
Yeah, I think kind of in a field.
Yeah.
And also, as I recall, he completely deserved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for later we find out.
And
yeah.
the guy that found it actually was named Dick Hunt.
Oh, my God.
It wasn't...
You know what?
Okay, I'm just going to let that
And
go.
just like that, you totally redeem yourself.
But as a man, there's nothing worse than waking up, you go to pee, and your thing is gone.
Oh, man. Where did I put
That is a
it?
bad day.
How do you have that cut off and then wake up and go into the bathroom
Is that what happened?
and then check and it's gone?
Was he drugged?
Yeah.
He was
he
on
had a lot of
something.
he was drinking.
Yeah.
Yikes.
And then he made a bad porno movie.
Well,
or
you thought
something
Whiskey
like that.
Dick was bad.
Yeah, didn't he make Frank and Dick? Wasn't that what it was?
I think it was called that.
Yeah.
Okay, on this date in 2016, the UK voted to leave the European Union, something called Brexit.
Yeah.
Had a cute little name. I think that they're now considering something called a Brie-entry. I'm not sure. Let's see. A happy birthday, Bob Fosse, who invented, of course, jazz hands. And what was that movie about him called?
All That Jazz?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Is that
the one? No,
is that Roy Scheider?
Yeah, right after Jaws.
I think they were going to make a sequel, All That Jaws, where he teaches the shark how to dance.
It's showtime.
Okay, this is a good story. Do you know, born in 1940, Wilma Rudolph? Do you know who that is, Miss Hooker?
I don't.
Great athlete, famous
runner, right?
Famous runner, and actually, this is true. Famous for in her early part of her career running barefoot.
Oh, nice.
And Wilma from the Flintstones
Also started that trend, yeah.
did the barefoot thing. No?
As did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He was
Sorry,
often
yeah.
barefoot.
But she was actually our guest once.
We got to do better.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she
really
was a
do.
wonderful person. And when we come back, we'll have more delightful news for you. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. During these commercial breaks, I get to enjoy some quiet time here in the studio. That's right. That's because while everyone else is in the break room waiting in line for that dirty old coffee machine, I'm enjoying some Josh time. Yes, just me and my Java House Peel and Pour pod. That's right. The rest of them can spend the next 6 minutes fighting over who gets to drink from that outdated technology. Not me. I just grab my favorite Java House pod, peel back the lid like so, pour it into my hot water here, and the rest of the break is just Josh and his amazingly smooth coffee. Barista quality. That's it. No muss, no fuss, no brewer required. Smooth as can be.
Hey, Josh, sorry I'm late. I was standing behind all those guys at the coffee machine. They're blocking my way.
Yeah, go figure, huh? Isn't it time you broke up with your brewer? Get started at javahouse.com and use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25% off your order. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. Oh, boy.
It's Donnie Baker. It's come to my knowledge and attention that some dick named Scott Potasniks, Potsickers, whatever his last name is, has been bragging about going behind the scenes. Well, I got a backstage I'm allowed in here. This is a recording studio where Bob and Tom do a lot of their stuff. It's called the Static Shack. I swear to God, man, look at this right here. Spiral staircase. I mean, this is as close as I'll ever come to visiting Graceland. Man, the fact remains they've got everything here. Look at this. They got twin towers. That's what I call them. One commode next door to another commode. I swear to God, you could drop a deuce and play Battleship. This right here is the actual behind the scenes of the Bob and Tom store. I bet you didn't know they had a store. They have to. It's state law. And if you buy stuff from bobandtom.com, you have to get it here. All kinds of tapes, countless tapes. Even got a computer, and look, mobile staircase on wheels. You can make your own Paula Abdul videos. They even got Donnie Baker tapes. I swear to God they do. This one's mine. Prove it. And I don't care if there's a barcode. Don't fit. Yeah, man, there's more halls here than Al Capone's vaults from during medieval times. Matter of fact, somebody's in here working. Hey, man, I got a backstage pass. PJ Yingers does a bunch of the artwork on the Bob and Tom albums and stuff. And he don't care. We come in here, sit on the couch and everything. Now, I swear to God he does. I'm allowed in here. And if we chit-chat and do all... And what are you going to do about... Man, they've got everything here. This is basically Bob and Tom's Hall of Fame. You can see the Bob and Tom band, and obviously you can tell Bob's a big fan of the Beatles. There's so much in here. This is going way back. This is basically Bob and Tom's version of the History Channel. Archival tapes back before AM was even a band. I swear to God, I've looked for my roots in here. It's a lot better than Ancestry.com. Matter of fact, I got a membership and a password, and when I uploaded my picture, they transferred me to Ancestries.com. Explain that, chick. Come down here. Tell me this ain't badass. Bob and Tom got their very own strobe light. I got one too, but I still got 6 more payments at Spencer's. But there is probably the best place in the entire recording studio to shoot a porno, right here in this hallway. And with the strobe light, you can make the good ones. Anal. What's in here? I think this goes right to... Oh, hey, it's Alan Jackson. He's the recording master here at the Static Shack, bragging about how he has Dolby sound and bass, whatever.
Donnie.
I got better on Pioneer speakers. He probably makes $400 grand a year just sitting there.
Again?
Huh?
Look, I told you I need at least a 5.5-week notice before you show up.
Them faders need WD-40, and they're supposed to be even. I swear to God they are.
Well, some people call them faders. I call them sliders.
Those will give you farts. I swear to God they will. Alan Jackson.
Get Donnie. We're busy.
Okay, whatever. Prove it. Well, we basically reached the focus point of this entire tour. This is where it happens. Right here. These are real drums. This is where bands come in to record acid rock tapes. You can name them all. Most of my bands, Dirt Knuckle, Hood Snot, Mucus Plug, but that was during our Christian rock days. But you can tell, real pine wood recording panels. They've even got soundproof herpes. There's everything in here, and this is where the music is made. And this room here, this is, I don't know what this is, but it basically reminds me of every haunted house I've ever been to. Watch your step. Watch your step. All right, now you've seen the bands. This is where some of the radio stuff happens. Come on in here. This is where Bob and Tom behind the scenes types do a lot of their funny skits. I swear to God.
Tom, I built myself a shelter out of plankton and chicken bones.
Oh, it's a Mr. Obvious show. I love you guys.
No,
Which one's Mr. Obvious? Are you the caller? Or?
No, it's Sid and Bart.
Yeah.
Wait, you're the dick on the news that...
No.
Say Fox 59.
I'm not going to do that, Fox 59.
This is a guy that knows the Powerball numbers. I swear to God he does. I could hold you for ransom.
Yeah, we're security.
I'll manipulate it.
Yeah.
Now we're at the epicenter of this stupid place. This is Tom Griswold's office, bragging about I went to an Ivy League college, and it really ain't that big. Hell, my boss Randy's got a bigger office than this. Look. Got aluminum siding for walls. All these stupid pictures that he thinks are cool. Anybody can own a cartoon. And look, I'm glad to see Tom saved up to get Liberace's jacket. I'll say it right to his face. I swear to God, man.
I just ran into Donnie Baker in the parking lot. He said he was giving a tour of the Static Shack. Yeah, and the dumbass didn't even go into the main studio. You know we don't let Donnie into the main studio. Besides, I've got a session for Tom in a few minutes with 6 oboe players.
Pat Godwin, we like to park between them as opposed to across from them. Thank you, Seal Master.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Are you jealous I can do this?
Yes.
I love that.
I'm a little bit.
Thank you.
Ace Cosby. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom. How are you?
Turn your mic on.
I have an email for
So
us.
close.
I don't think I can. I know. Yeah, I can't do it with that kind of speed you can. That is nice.
Click on both hands?
No,
I'm doing everything, baby.
Did you see the Stooges do it and then insisted on learning it?
I saw the Stooges do it as a kid. My dad did it, and then he taught me.
Oh.
Yes, that's sort of that's the familial wisdom in the Arnold family that's been passed down.
Can you guys whistle with your fingers? Like
Yep.
the-
I think Tom can.
I can.
You can?
I can with.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good.
Well, that hurt everybody.
You asked me.
I'm sorry I asked.
Drove off the road.
Okay, sorry.
Stop it. What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Well, let's just move forward here.
All right.
I know a girl who can.
Never mind.
You ever suck a golf
yeah,
ball?
yeah, okay.
Suck a golf ball through a garden hose? She can.
Okay.
What?
What can she whistle with?
No,
he was right to say
yeah.
that.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen them blow out a candle? They can do that.
I never have in person. No.
Could we? Look! Hey, look! There's a stack of news over there. Why don't you read one of
I
them?
like how their pronouns are they.
But she can she can puff air like a glaucoma test.
Yes. She almost. It's almost like a magic trick.
Could you get back to earth with us?
Oh, really?
Ms. Hooker is over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's going on over there?
A new study finds that children whose parents divorced before age 5 earn 13% less by age 27 and face higher rates of incarceration, teen pregnancy, and premature death.
Wait, what? What was the first part? I'm sorry, I couldn't get over your enthusiasm.
It's a really sad story. A new study finds that children whose parents divorce before age 5
have a tougher go, essentially.
Yes.
Same thing. Same thing for dogs.
Oh, really?
Is that right?
Is that in there?
No.
Oh,
in
so-
contrast, divorce after the age of 18 has little measurable effect.
Okay, I was over 18 when my parents got divorced.
I was over 5. I was under 18. So, yeah.
17.
I mean, it makes sense that it would have some sort of
Oh my
dramatic
gosh,
effect
yeah.
on children.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
what are we supposed to do with this information?
Yeah, well,
I
think you look at the upside. 2 Christmases.
Yes. Can we focus on the positives?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, probably 2 different places to stay.
I didn't get to do that. My parents still celebrated the holidays together. So that was nice, but we didn't get the benefits of more gifts. Yeah.
Really?
Hard.
Yeah.
What kind of gifts did they get for each other?
You think they ever hooked up post-divorce?
I know they did.
Oh, they did. That's pretty rad.
You know
yeah.
what? I should shut up. Yeah. Wow. Yes. Researchers identified 3 primary causes behind the negative outcomes: reduced financial resources, lower neighborhood quality.
Is it on there? More likely to be on a reality television show?
Is that one of the causes?
No, but diminished parental involvement is.
All of that makes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough, dude. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I just can't wait to see where the jokes are. That's what I'm going to keep reading.
No. There are no jokes. I thought this was interesting.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's almost from the Captain Obvious Institute.
Yeah, kind of.
Mister.
No, I go with the other guys.
Is that right? Is that right?
I'm sorry.
Sociologist Philip Cohen of the University of Maryland,
Mr. Cohen,
noted that while the findings highlight adverse effects, they do not measure how children might have fared had an unhappy couple stayed together.
True.
There you
Very
go.
true.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, do we have anything on a happier note?
I don't know. Let's look.
Okay, he comes up with that story.
To me. I didn't.
Do the bear story. That's a sweet story.
Sweet bear. As long as it's not from Michigan.
Well, you got trouble then.
Uh-oh, I can't find the bear.
I got it over here.
Okay.
Wildlife experts in Michigan helped rescue a bear that had the plastic lid of a barrel stuck around its neck for 2 years.
Oh, here it
Again
is.
with this?
Yes.
What do you mean again with this?
Didn't that one deer have a tire stuck around his head?
Yeah, and buckets and stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. And this happens every week.
The bear first turned up on a trail camera as a cub in 2023, but it did not appear again on camera until this May, still wearing the large barrel lid around his neck.
Oh,
that's sad. 2 whole years. Department of Natural Resources officers were able to safely trap the bear, immobilize him with an injection, and cut the lid off.
Okay, good. Well, I wonder if it affected its growth at all.
Well, it says the animal soon woke up and ambled away. State bear specialist Cody Norton. That would be a fun job.
Norton, get in here.
Pretty incredible that the bear survived, he said.
Whoa.
Added that the neck was scarred and missing hair, but the bear was in a much better condition than we expected him to be.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Isn't that a sweet story?
What if it immediately walked into a picnic site and killed 4 people?
Well, we got them all fixed up and ready. Oh, my God!
That's a nice, happy story.
That is nice.
Yeah,
it looks like just a new look for it.
Oh, there's a photograph of it.
Yeah, he kind of goes with it.
It looks so tight.
That's so tight. That's so sad.
Poor little.
And the little bear, it almost hangs down almost to his front paws.
Yeah.
I don't know which bear that is. A black bear, I guess.
Yeah, looks like a black bear.
That's the ugliest bear.
I see what you're saying. But
what was the first clue that it was a black bear, Josh?
Oh.
The black color?
It showed up in a Cadillac. I don't know. What stereotype
It was a black bear. It was a black color.
It was talking in a movie theater? What do you think?
I think that might be my favorite one. Movie theater.
I say.
Maybe he was just trying to go with a new look. Maybe that's big in the bear world. You wear lids around your neck. You don't know.
What was in the barrel? I mean, obviously he was trying to get whatever was in the barrel.
Honey.
Right?
One can assume honey. Turtle said, rookie mistake.
You're going to want that when it's raining.
Who will help me now? Or no?
Okay, you see a turtle in the street, do you stop?
Yes,
Absolutely.
I do. Well,
we just did, my son and I.
What do? You just put him on the side?
Oh, we got help. We had people that pulled over too and had stuff in their car, and we kind of pushed it off.
When you see that, you're supposed to.
It was a snapping turtle.
You're supposed to take the turtle and move him across the street in the direction that he or she was going.
Yeah,
that is polite.
Now, when you say it's a snapping turtle, did you mean that it was really short and kind of irritating?
Yeah, it was cranky. It was snippy and snappy.
Yeah. I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
So it takes me long then.
What is the sound of a snapping turtle wearing Ray-Con earbuds?
Oh, that is clear.
Or that a clicking? Turtle. Raycon's earbuds, that's right. Premium audio that goes where you go. It can even, let's say you have a pet turtle. You can put your Raycons on a pet turtle. Do turtles have ears? Or do they just hear vibrations through the bones in their head? What are you guys, an oil painting? What's going on?
What is going on?
Raycon's latest model is better than ever. Raycon has a 30.
I told you I got my head smashed the other day by a drawer.
And multi-point connectivity with Raycons, and they have a quick charge function. I don't know how it works. 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery, and Raycons have active noise cancellation and come in all the colors: royal blue, blush violet, forest green, cool mint, deep red. And Raycon has a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off Raycon's best-selling everyday earbuds. Right now, Raycon offering 15% off their best-selling everyday earbuds only at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
They're designed to fit every ear because they've got those adjustable like a little rack of things that help you out so they won't fall out of your ear. I love my Raycon earbuds. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to World Champion Radio with Judah Friedlander, the world champion. Next caller, you're on.
Come in, it's Donnie Baker. Is this Judah?
Yeah, I just said it's Judah, the world champion. What's up, Donnie?
I'm a big fan of yours. I've read your book. I still got your posters. Hey, I just want basically your blessing or certification. You probably know, I've called you before, my progress in the martial arts. The fact remains, I'm ready to be a world champion. Now, I've had, 2 off-duty reserve cops say I've got the goods, but since I've been on probation, Judith, I've basically struggled getting certified, and I wanted basically your blessing. And you're not my official sensei, but the fact remains, I basically think
I've got to interrupt you first. Donnie, I've got to interrupt you for a second. I can tell you're already a little scared talking to me by the speed of your voice, okay? If you want to get better at karate, you're going to have to get better vocal tone, okay? The voice that you're using right now and the speed at which you're talking is telling me that you're scared.
I understand that. That's because I
see you're stuttering now. You're stuttering now.
Verbs get. Listen, the fact remains, I can scissor kick a hornet's nest now and destroy the whole colony without hurting the queen.
Well, that's good. My book taught you that, so that's good. You've obviously studied my book, and that's a good start.
And I know I'm basically, and you don't know this, and I've not told you this before, and I don't want your sympathy, and I'm not a cripple, but I have had Tommy John surgery on both knees, and
I'm sorry. I've actually never had surgery. I've never needed it, so I can't relate to your problem. No offense.
But no, I'm not offended. But see, I ain't lucky like you. Your name's Judah. You were born for this. If my name was Taekwondo Baker, I'd have the same luck. But you've kind of had a golden spoon in the martial arts. No offense, but Judah, Freelanders, duh. No wonder why you're so good at it. If I've studied switchblades. I've had to work my way up.
Yeah, well, see, that's one of your problems right there is you started your training using weapons. Okay, and if you want to be a really good fighter, you have to learn to fight without weapons. So I need you to get rid of all your weapons, all your switchblades, all your butter knives, okay? And start from the beginning. You got to use your body.
I'll take your advice, but see, this is hard. I've always been, you're talking.
Hey, I'm not saying it's easy. Becoming the world champ's not easy, Donnie. Okay.
I know, Jude. Well, listen, can I call you back when things get better?
Yeah, I hope things do get better for you. How many sit-ups are you going to do today?
You know what? I'm on break now. We're not supposed to do any calisthenics or nothing like that on break.
How many push-ups are you going to do today?
Made me drop my shorts and turn a cough to check me for asthma, and my test results came back short. Listen, I'll call you back when I'm off break.
All right, that sounds good. I actually have to do some push-ups and sit-ups at the same time right now. So keep training, okay?
You're the best, man. Keep rocking. Stay tough. I gotta go.
You know it. Okay, Donnie. Okay, that was Donnie, everybody. We wish him well. He's trying. He's read my book. I think he needs to reread it.
up with your brewer, switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
I'm in Bob and Tom's studios. April Macy was on Bob and Tom today, and I probably know more about what turns her on than anybody I know of. She's trying to play hard to... Oh, Eureka's! I swear to God, she is fire-ass hot.
Hi.
Remember me?
I do, unfortunately.
Yeah, don't worry about that restraining order, because that's expired now. But you're famous. You've been on TV before, and I'm sure you're used to the porkerazzi coming in taking pictures. I swear to God you are.
Oh, please don't say porkerazzi.
Porkerazzi. You don't carry pepper spray anymore, do you? Because
It's so uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable, your porkerazzi.
Well, the last stuff you carried stung a little bit, but you are from head to toe. You want my pager number, maybe? Is that something you might
perhaps
be interested in?
Pretty lonely.
Okay. I tried to hit you up on Christian Mingle, but your profile picture didn't really reply to what I had, so...
Yeah, you can go on J-Date if you'd like to see me.
Go on J-Date? Okay, I swear to God I will.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Ace Cosby. We're here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Hello, Tom.
When you were a kid, did you ever have an uncle tell you that if a snapping turtle bites you, it won't let go until the next lightning strike?
No,
I never heard that. That's interesting.
Where did that come from?
I had an aunt that told us that if you kill a snake, it technically won't die until the sun goes down.
Weird.
Yeah.
What are these?
This is ignorance that becomes codified and is used forever.
Interesting.
Now, I understand, Pat, you've been working on something over there all morning long. Does this need to...
something over there you've been working on?
We were telling all of our divorced parent stories earlier, and during the break too, even. And my parents, they gave it a couple of good tries.
So they did have some post-divorce hookups.
They did, and lived tried to get back together a couple times too.
But I think for the sake of this song, they hooked up.
They hooked up a lot all the time after they got divorced.
Did they?
Yeah.
Break up, have sex with me, make up, have sex with me, break up. We've yelled until we're hoarse, we're headed for divorce. Our marriage is over, we hate each other, but first some intercourse. Break up, have sex with me, make up, have sex with me, then screw me in court. Woo! Break up. All morning.
I love it.
Been working on that all this morning. It's good. It was well worth it. That was very good. Now, we have, once again, Ms. Jess Hooker sitting in for Christy Lee. And Ms. Hooker, what's happening over there?
Lots of animal news still. A disgruntled monkey was seen tearing down a no feeding banner in Hong Kong. According to the Standard, the wild primate was filmed ripping apart a government banner that warned against feeding wildlife.
Funny.
The footage went viral on social media, where users wrote comments such as, "It's protesting its right to eat," and "This monkey must be literate. He knew exactly where to tear." So I guess if you see, that's where he...
the
feeding part.
And there you go. It's obviously written in the local lingo. But it has, you see at the bottom, it also has it in English.
It does, yeah.
So it looks like it has a couple of different languages at least up there. But the monkey, very upset.
Yeah.
There's a do not feed the monkey sign, tearing it up.
Funny.
So little feller.
$640 penalty if you feed the wildlife there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a no masturbating in public sign for those monkeys.
I ripped that one.
Who turned on the don't throw your poop sign? Good to know that monkeys can read.
Are they running around like all over the place in Hong Kong? Have you been to Hong Kong? Have we talked about this?
I've only the airport. Only. The airport.
Okay. I didn't know if they come in and out of the marketplace and stuff, and they're
I'm not
just
sure.
everywhere. I don't know.
They must if they're trying to keep them from keep people from feeding them.
Yeah, it's the Chinese monkeys that they let loose in the lab.
Oh, what happens there?
Oh, they create various viruses that
we end up as being funded by.
They pack and ship
those in certain administrations. But what are you going to do?
All right.
Here we go.
Authorities in North Carolina detained a 400-pound alligator. The Onslow County Sheriff's Office said deputies and officers with the NC Wildlife Resources Commission wrangled the perpetrator dubbed Pepe.
Pepe the alligator?
Yes.
Huh. That
Pepe
doesn't seem like that should be a name for an alligator.
No.
Pepe.
That's the whole idea.
He was found on the roadway.
That's a chihuahua.
Yeah, people are going to think it's a chihuahua.
Oh, I know you have plenty of Pepe the Frog shirts that you wear constantly, but this is the first time I'm hearing of Pepe the alligator. If you guys aren't...
I don't remember Pepe the Frog.
He's a troublemaker.
Oh, is he?
I think you're the troublemaker.
Was he a cartoon?
Is that the frog on the little wheel thing?
He's like used. I honestly don't know what the political or socio-political stance of Pepe the Frog is. I just know that it's a meme, and if you put it up, it means something.
Yes. Yeah. I've seen it a lot.
It's like an ugly, a crudely drawn toad.
Yes. Estimated to be somewhere between 350 and 400 pounds and 10 feet in length. Officials say Pepe the gator was cited for suspicion of being a dinosaur without proper papers, public loitering with intent to sunbathe and obstruct traffic. Is that real? Everything I just read.
It can't be. They're having fun, aren't they?
Yeah, the police, this story is from Facebook, and a lot of the cop shops, when they have stuff like this, they're trying to be funny.
Oh, they posted just for morale and fun.
It's real that they got rid of the thing, but it's,
Pepe, a little bit too friendly a name.
I thought it was one of those things where, like, this used to be a law a long time ago, and so they came back and...
Would you be frightened if they said that Hurricane Pepe was on the way?
Hurricane Pepe? I know, I think I'd laugh. I think he'd have a little, like, scarf around his neck and a beret, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Same thing. A gator needs to be named something a little scarier.
Like?
I don't know, something with a little more
Goliath?
gravitas. Yeah. Hitler. You know, that'll
or Hitler.
keep you away from it.
Use Hitler, Tom.
I wasn't far off. Pepe the Frog was appropriated.
Oh, no.
From 2015 onward as a symbol of the alt-right white nationalist movement.
Oh, I thought it was what was the National Lampoon one where it's a frog but he doesn't have rear legs?
I don't.
And he's got that little skateboard thing that
he's a piece of wood and he's scooting himself along.
Like Eddie Murphy and
yes,
Trading Places. Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
I have I have the hurricane names for this year.
Oh, what do you got?
In order, alphabet. Yeah, they go in alphabetical order, and then once they're used,
they go boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl?
Girl, boy, girl, boy. It looks like it.
Oh.
Girl, boy, girl, boy. Girl, Andrea.
Oh, that's my mom's name.
Barry. Chantal.
Wait a minute. Barry?
Hurricane Barry, not
intimidating.
I like it.
You like Manilow.
Oh, no. I think of like a big guy.
Yeah, Barry.
Big Barry.
Bear, like a bear. No?
No.
Chantal, Dexter.
Well, that's murderous, yeah.
And he's back, right?
He's been back, and then he left again, and then
there's a new one.
The origin of Dexter, younger Dexter. Aaron.
E-R-I-N?
Yeah, and Fernand, not Ferdinand, Fernand, F-E-R-N-A-N-D.
Huh.
Not aware of that one. Gabrielle, Umberto.
I like that, Hurricane Umberto.
So I guess it would be Hurricane Umberto.
Sounds scary.
Imelda.
Sounds witchy.
Imelda Marcos, right? Everybody knows Imelda Marcos. Hurricane Jerry.
Hurricane Jerry.
He made on the list. Hurricane Karen. Somebody.
With a K?
They have to get over it. They have to get that one out of the way.
Somebody had fun with it. Hurricane Lorenzo, Hurricane Melissa, Hurricane Nestor, Olga, Pablo, Rebecca.
Slow down. So they're making an effort, obviously, to have Hispanic origin names. And then you threw in Olga. So they're trying to get Northern European.
It also sounds like they're going in alphabetical order.
Yeah, that's the way they do it. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
So how many of these have already happened?
I don't know.
Oh.
Has Hurricane
I don't
Andrea
think any of them
happened? It seems like Andrea has happened.
No, I think a lot of them happen, right?
Well, some of them, they die out.
Yeah.
We don't even know about it. Hurricane Rebecca with a K. Hurricane Sebastian. Tanya.
Oh, let's go Tanya for sure.
Tanya.
Although that sounds more like a tornado name.
That does.
Yeah, Hurricane Van and Hurricane Wendy.
All right.
And then what do they do when they run out? Don't they?
I think they go to Roman numerals or something, don't they? Is that right?
Yeah. And I know there have been studies that say that hurricanes that have friendly names, people are a little bit less likely to flee when told to do so.
I don't believe that.
By the way, Hurricane Harvey, Irma, Maria, and Nate have been retired.
Yeah, no other hurricane will ever.
Because they were so bad.
Did they hang a banner somewhere for them?
I think they do. Hurricane Championship banner.
Right.
What about Katrina? That's got to be retired, right?
It must be.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I always liked that song. Katrina and the Waves.
I don't know that.
Oh, yeah, you do. Walking on Sunshine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do know that song. Sorry. I didn't know who sang it.
But yeah, see that predates the hurricane.
Right. So are there was there not to be funny, a surge of Katrina names after the hurricane?
Opposite.
Opposite.
The name went way down.
Okay.
On the list of baby names.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like same thing with Hurricane Stalin.
Yes.
It was from the hurricane, though, right?
Yeah, they.
Oh, okay.
Should we congratulate him? Normally he goes Hitler.
Yeah.
We already used that.
He already used that this break. He couldn't do it again.
I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it seems like he's trying.
All right.
Yeah.
There was some effort put in there.
Yeah. Solid.
Now, how come they don't have any? Do they have any classic sort of England, British
storm things?
Like Hurricane Basil?
Yeah, Hurricane Nigel.
Yeah.
I don't think they have hurricanes in it. Just storms.
No, but I mean the names. They seem to be leaning toward Hispanic origin names now.
Yeah.
You Umberto and all. That's obviously a lot of those emerge out of that area of the world. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But Hurricane Olga, do they have hurricanes in Denmark, Sweden?
I don't think they do.
I don't know.
Sometimes 3, 4, 5 a day.
I see. Well, if you're just joining us, hello. This is the Bob and Tom Show coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And I do have a letter I have to read here. Hello, Bob and Tom Show. My name is Evan. I live in Peoria, Illinois. I was reminded on Saturday it was the 7th anniversary of Chick's famous meltdown on your show.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Daughter Aria, birthday falls on that day.
Oh, that's an aria.
And I said, easy to remember because it's June 21st, 2018.
Wow.
And so I told her the story of Chick McGee and the
the legend.
Yes, the legendary day. And I would like to say this is yet another way your show has ruined my life.
Aw.
So I thought it would be appropriate to play Chick's famous meltdown, and you'll see what happens very quickly.
I got you.
But no Houston?
No Houston. Not according to this.
Hello there, Houston. Hello there, Houston.
Whatever.
He wants me to stop this. Don't do that. That's irritating. Don't ever make that noise again. I can't make Houston all that noise. If you make that noise.
No, yeah. Stop slide whistling. People can't hear Houston and hello there.
Hatbox.
We're watching a show breakdown. Nervous breakdown.
June 21st,
By the show.
2018. June 21st, 2018. Houston. Oh, there, Houston. Oh, there. Houston.
I wish we did all
Son of a bitch.
a team of men in white scrubs come in and drag you off while you're just Houston. Hello there.
We're going viral.
Tighten up. Breaking away.
Yeah, and then they inject you. They inject you with something.
1936 Beatles. That's something. John Kennedy.
As they inject you, it's Houston.
Houston.
Hello,
Happy summer solstice, everyone.
There you go. By special request.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened again.
It kind of sort of has once or twice.
Oh, it has?
Nothing at that level.
Oh, okay.
That screaming you hear is genuine. By the
That
way.
is so you could hear it in your throat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, give me a second here. I just found that story about the hurricanes.
What story?
About the names not being threatening enough?
Oh,
Yeah.
you
We
mean
believed you. We believed you.
it was coming out of the
A new study says that hurricanes with female names kill more people than male hurricanes because people consider them less risky and don't take the same precautions.
That is silly.
Really?
This is from the National Academy of Sciences.
I'm not saying it's not legit, just silly. Why
Dr. Sharon Shavit.
take this job and shove it?
Sharon Shavit. Wow.
You share it.
I'd like to apologize to
This all
Ms.
sounds legit.
Shavit
Yeah.
from the University of Illinois, authored the study. In judging the intensity of a storm, people appear to be applying their beliefs about how men and women behave.
I don't believe
this makes a female-named hurricane, especially one with a very feminine name such as Belle or Cindy, seem gentler and less violent.
Keep buying it.
This bitch has some agenda.
Share and shove it.
Yeah.
Of the 47 most damaging hurricanes, the female-named hurricanes produced an average of 45 deaths compared to 27 for the male-named storms.
Not interested in your thesis about weather sexism.
I think this is fascinating.
Fascinating. Again, with you and the fascinating.
I mean, they got to give them stronger names. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think it
Maybe
has
they don't have to be
anything
names.
to do with their names.
Either do I. Isn't there a chance
Like,
female-named hurricanes were just stronger and hit other areas?
No, they've studied it. They say people aren't preparing as much.
I don't buy it.
If they named it Hurricane, I'm going to whoop your ass.
So
people are going to.
Conceivably, you could hear a conversation. Well, the tornado's coming. Hang on. What name is it? Leonard. Oh, okay.
We better pack up. Oh, but Hurricane Loretta. Oh, I'm going to stay here.
Yeah, Tiffany. I'll stay here.
But what if you applied this to the office and you think like say that we have a boss named John, and what if we had a boss named Karen? Would you feel more threatened by Karen or by John?
I'd be annoyed by both. I have a real problem with authority.
A real problem.
No, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
know.
Yeah, so-
But a hurricane, though.
Right, I know.
But they have shown statistically that people that live in these areas, when they hear the name of the hurricane,
I just don't trust this lady.
Because she's a woman?
Well, that's 90% of the reason.
Isn't this just, you're demonstrating exactly what she's saying? Okay.
I don't think she's a doctor. I don't think this article is legit.
How about hurricane syphilis? You want to go that route?
It sounds rough.
Hurricane polio. Somebody threatening your health. Hurricane RFK Jr., that sort of thing.
We have a Lorena Bobbitt and John Bobbitt joke.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Evidently, when Lorena threw it out of her car, it actually landed on the windshield of the pickup truck that was behind her.
Oh, is that right?
2 rednecks were in the pickup.
Mm-hmm.
The male member hit the windshield and slid off into the field. One redneck says to the other, "Man, did you see the size of the pecker on that bug?"
That's pretty good. I like it.
Oh, and one more. What's the difference between John Bobbitt and Lorena Bobbitt? Lorena's crazy. John, just nuts.
Both classic.
How about that?
And a pecker on that bug.
Oh, you got a pecker on that bug.
All right. Now,
how did he fly with that?
I don't know.
if you get a chance, watch the show on YouTube, by the way. We've got lots and lots of subscribers, and you could be one of them. Just check it out at bobandtom.com for all the information on the Bob and Tom YouTube channel. Right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by our friends at Java House, the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show and the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. I just finished my second Liquid Science Arctic Freeze hydration drink, and it doesn't take up a lot of space because it comes in this little tiny pod. You add some water to it, and voila, you are ready to go. Same thing is true of the coffee, the tea, lattes, et cetera, et cetera. And that also includes energy drinks, by the way. So you get these little pods that are a little bigger than a Keurig pod. You don't have to put them in a some kind of thingamajig. You just take them and add water. And we also found they are great on ice cream. Java House, check it out for yourself. Get started with Java House by going to javahouse.com. Use the promo code Bob and Tom to knock 25% off your first order. They've also got a special thing going on right now. Look for that tab at javahouse.com about a special demonstration at your office. Once again, 25% off, javahouse.com. Use the promo code Bob and Tom. One big long word, no spaces in it. javahouse.com, the promo code Bob and Tom. 25% off your order. Find out about coffee, tea, latte, energy drinks, hydration drinks, etc. from Java House. We are about to return, and we'll do that when we get back. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Ace had nothing to do with this.
No, but Ace and I did play donkey softball.
I don't care about that. There was a donkey in this building that you and I were leading
was that
around.
I can never remember.
Mammoth Jack?
A Mammoth Jack. Now, was that considered to be a donkey or a mule? That's a donkey, right?
I don't know what the difference is.
Don't you get a horse and a mule to make it? Wait a minute. What is it? Horse and a donkey make a mule? Something like that?
I don't know.
All I know is...
It's like algebra. I forget how it works.
His hang down was unbelievable.
No, Pat...
you could almost hear the mechanization start when he had to urinate.
A semi-famous woman who actually worked here had this gigantic animal.
Rack?
And it was the size... It was bigger than a horse.
Yeah,
it was huge. And we thought it'd be funny to bring it in the building.
And what happened?
And but we were concerned that it would defecate somewhere in the building, but we brought it in. We took it all around. We had fun with it.
Had picture behind the general manager's desk.
Oh, we thought it was so funny. And then we were having a great time. We were on the air. We were on the air, and then we Chick and I took it outside.
Yeah, and then
what happened?
It knew. Somehow it knew to go ahead and pee. Urinated, and it was like a fire hose.
Yeah,
nuts.
We never even thought of that. If that had happened in the building, they would have had to replace all the carpeting and half the furniture.
What was its name?
Jack.
Oh, Jack. That's sweet.
No, I don't remember.
I'll have to dig it up. Yeah. But we have pictures.
Find out.
Turtis.
Hey, Turtis.
Well, there he is. There's Tom.
Look at him.
Yeah, there's Tom. That's the general manager's desk.
Huge.
Yep. Look at the size of that thing.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
You can almost see his dork right there at the back.
Oh, yeah. You can kind of see how it's it's real black.
He was like a prize mule, I think.
Yeah.
He's a handsome fella.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh, you mean the donkey?
Look, Tom, you're wearing the same clothes you're wearing that day.
He's got cargo shorts on.
Hang on a second.
Shorts?
Yeah.
No.
Same shirt, though.
Look at the gut on Griswold. Look at that.
I think the shirt's kind of baggy.
Whatever, Tubby.
I never knew you were a fan.
Whatever, Chunkles. What do you weigh there? About 350?
Oh.
You're over 3 bills. Look at that.
You're easily 350.
You guys are totally being mean now.
Well, that'd be a photo.
On.
We had to be mean to get him to put the fork down.
Save his life. He's got a cow heart, isn't it?
So I want to just pause for a moment.
You look like you ate Bob.
I'm all the way in the back of the office. That photograph above the donkey on the upper right. That's a hockey team, Josh. I don't know if you can see. Every guy in that hockey team had a huge mullet. Mm-hmm. It was that era.
Yeah.
And
visual and boring.
And the
now,
donkey.
wait a minute. You're saying that was a hockey team, and they all had the same haircut, and they.
Well, unfortunately we don't have that.
A mullet.
Is that desk still in the building?
Is that desk still in the building? I mean, this is bad off the air talk.
Yeah.
If we're off the air,
I walk out.
I'd be down the highway.
Now, Josh.
The reviews are in, and America can't get enough of Chick McGee's Silac commercial. Fanatical fans everywhere are even watching it in reverse. You know, this actually kind of makes sense. Truth is, you won't be finding any retirement checks in your mailbox until you first go back into your house and log on to SilacINS.com. At the Silac website, you'll even find a special link just for Bob and Tom listeners. Hey, hold on now. This part shouldn't be going backwards. There we are. It's SilacINS.com. Don't go backwards in retirement. Look forward to your retirement. Look into an annuity from Silac Insurance.
We have Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Now, do you guys have a little tune you're going to play for us?
Yeah, we got a tune. This goes, since you was talking to Johnny Rutherford from Michael and the Mechanics. This goes to Christy Lee. There's something about you.
Yeah.
There's something in the air tonight. Christy Lee's so fire-ass hot. This tape is dedicated to her from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols on Q95. I bet you're not wearing underwear tonight. Oh, Lord. And we pray there ain't hair under there tonight. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Chill of the night, if you don't wear undies, your booty's gonna get cold. Chill of the night, if you don't wear panties, your body's gonna get stoned. White snakes. White snakes. Ooh. Christy Lee. Ooh. Better get with me. I just want to get close to you and set my pork sword free. And I just want to get close to you, 'cause 1 and 1 makes 3. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. It gets real cold, so you don't need panties, Christy Lee. You got Donnie and the chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night. 295 playing White Snake for Christy, and she's sitting in a puddle. And chill of the night, chill of the night, chill of the night.
Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols.
Bravo.
It's now available. You could be a winner of serious money from us. The keyword this hour is bills. Log on to Q95.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the Silac Insurance News Desk, it's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
I'm reading about these hurricanes over here.
I know you are.
This is fascinating.
Harebrained scheme. It's not fascinating.
It's a fascinating story that they think they should give.
It's bunk.
No, they say people are not, if the names of the hurricanes are too mild sounding, they're not paying attention. What would you think about Hurricane Harold? See, to me, that sounds like a stunt man, like a guy who drives. Watch Hurricane Harold.
No, like a thrill driver.
Yeah, Hurricane Harold. Takes an Oldsmobile 442 and drives it over a canyon.
That's Hurricane Harold.
Is it weird that I had an Uncle Harold and an Uncle Harry? Like that they were two different, they were brothers, but
it'd be weird if you
were brothers?
They were brothers.
Oh, that's weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's officially weird.
Yeah, same mom, same dad, Harold and Harry.
Yeah, that is odd.
It'd be weird if you knew how hairy your uncle was because of some odd encounter.
I think Lance Stevenson, NBA player, has a brother named Lance, but Lance Stevenson is Lance, the NBA player, and his brother's Lantz.
Oh, wow.
Well, that is weird.
Wow. this
I
is
don't know if that's
this is
true or
before legal marijuana. Okay,
I think so. Yeah.
Let's move forward here. We have Ms. Hooker sitting in for Christy Lee right over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk. And real quick, one more time to the sports page. I'm sorry, the NBA. The season's finally over. And for I was really pissed over the weekend when I saw an article in the Athletic where the headline was, "If the Pacers win, they'll be the worst team ever to win the NBA championship." They earned their way there. Those were all great games. These guys from New York can't stand it if the Knicks and the LA Lakers aren't playing. It's
Oklahoma City Thunder won last night their first NBA championship since moving to Oklahoma City. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP of the season, got MVP of the playoffs. Tyrese Halliburton injured in the first quarter with what looks like a torn Achilles tendon, which means he could be out next year as well, the entire season.
But it's this whole Rodney Dangerfield no respect thing, and you were saying that you can already bet on next season's outcome, and
the Thunder are the favorites, and the Pacers are like in number 20 slot for the next.
Wow.
And everybody else is before them as far as.
And the Pacers are so deep; they did great. And if you look at those games,
they had a great game last night.
Almost any one of those games, with maybe one could have gone the other way.
Without Halliburton, they did.
They did fine. Yeah. So anyway, a great team, great fun.
Yep.
And I hope a lot of people were watching. I know that around here, a lot of people were. Well, of course, Josh, they weren't shooting a puck and putting it in the net and drinking Molson. But for those that were Americans,
it's pretty dumb analysis.
No, I think it's astute.
Really.
It's time to go back to the news desk. Have we missed anything?
Yeah, this ties in. A recent survey reveals what are the biggest drains on America's energy reserves.
Okay.
Now, you mean like oil?
No.
Video games?
No. The Talker research poll of 2,000 people conducted on behalf of ZipFizz found that 1 in 3 people said they felt drained before the day even starts.
Okay.
Oh, this thing.
Yes.
This thing, yes.
I'm drained. I can't start.
So before you even get out of bed, you're already tired. How about that? Let's see. The average American starts to fade at 11:54 a.m. So before lunch. Have you ever skipped lunch to take a nap?
Oh, no, I never have.
Oh,
I don't need the joke.
No, I mean, here, like we.
I didn't even. I wasn't going to say anything. You could have stopped that question.
Skip what?
Have you ever skipped lunch? Just stopped right there.
People skipping lunch.
What kind of lunatic?
Dull interactions and even duller weather and worries over finances were among the most common drains.
The dull weather really gets to me.
Dull interactions gets to me. No, Tom, tell us what you did this weekend.
I just heard about the opposite of, what is it called? In the winter when people get the blues, it's sad. What is that called?
Seasonal affectiveness disorder.
Yeah.
By the way, that seems a little forced to me.
But yes. But
I think they should have called it jump.
Oh.
Juxtaposing urban.
But that there's one for the summer, too, where people get really irritable because they hate being hot and they hate the muggy weather, and it just...
Oh.
Yeah. And
We got a name for everything.
Yeah.
Everyone can't stand everything. I'm so sick of it. So people start fading at 11:54.
That's what it says. Other very minor social energy suckers were dealing with office gossip.
I think that gets people going.
No, that drains me. It really does.
But you're one. It says 6% of people are bothered by that.
Don't you hate it?
It drains me. It drains me trying to find out the office gossip. I can't.
It's so exhausting.
Seeking it out.
Going from cubicle to cubicle.
What have you heard? What have you heard? How about you? What have you heard?
You know who feels drained today? That Josh.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this gossip over? I'm tired.
Tired.
Now, Tom, you seem to have an issue with people being drained. Are you just of the hey, suck it up and work, or what are you?
Just this culture of whiners.
Yeah, there is a ton of whining.
I'm going to get up and work. I should get everything for free.
Now, is this directed at me at all? Because last week, or maybe earlier this week, I said I'm constantly tired. Because of the hours that we work?
Oh, yeah, right.
You in effect, said that everything wrong with your life was my fault.
That is not what I said.
And I...
Isn't that what it is?
In many ways, I was
proud.
I was proud of myself.
Not at all what I said or even inferred, I don't feel
the most important thing I said was that I know they're doing all these weird things with taxes now. Like it's going to be, I guess, if you get tips, they don't get taxed.
Right.
So my proposal is a very simple one. Any money made prior to 10 a.m. should be tax-free.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
I mean, it would help teachers.
It's just as arbitrary. Why not? People would get up early. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
They listen to the show. It makes sense to me.
Another one is these are minor social energy suckers being subjected to overly personal conversations with coworkers.
Boy, I guess it can be tiring to listen to somebody talk about their kids'
Or personal life or something. Yeah.
Complaining about
that's
things. Trying to sell a house.
That's 4% of the people surveyed complained about that.
Yeah.
Colleagues showing you something on their phone.
Oh, here, come look at this.
You were just doing that. That doesn't bother me.
It depends on what it is, I guess.
And who it is and all that,
Yeah.
The woman singing in the dachshund looking at the... I'm sorry.
Yes, how can you not love that?
How can you not just
No, but
laugh
don't you think that's like the equivalent of like somebody showing you something that they think is funny is like them telling you about a dream they had? Like this means something to you. It really means nothing to anyone else.
No, wait. Have you seen the one of the woman doing trust me, you'll never be able to unsee it. That's all I'm saying. You can't unhear us. Oh, well, I guess you can, but please don't. We will keep coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this remains the Bob and Tom Show.